That's what
Why
I
you
asked you.
shouting that? Okay.
Yes, you did. You literally said
did.
that.
Yeah, I
You
did.
did.
But basically, all right. I'm Shagga,
Tyrone.
And I'm Mariah.
and this is the Open Book Podcast. You see the spacing? I'm starting to get better, guys. I just want to let y'all know this is full effect. Let's just jump straight into it. We have a great guest, two of them actually. From the street. I'm just joking. Honestly, this is a longtime friend. Known him since elementary school. To see where he came up to now, it's pretty crazy. He is a rapper, but he's an entrepreneur as well. We can't put
Rapper,
that
producer.
engineer. He's been
You
doing
need
it.
to tell us your title so we don't mess him up.
Listen. You've been doing this, and then he got his boy, who produced a hit record. You know, nothing crazy with it. A hit record. You know. Let's give it up for Vondon and Party, bro. Let's give it up. Hey, drink champs. Yeah, drink champs. No. Take a sip. But listen, man, we really appreciate y'all coming through. This is monumental because we don't got no rapper. We were trying to get a rapper, but we got
the rapper.
Oh man,
okay, is that?
The rapper.
Shout out to y'all. Love is crazy.
No. Honestly, so let's just get this going. Let's just kind of jump into it.
Let's do it.
First off, how has everyone's week been, man? Let's just just say that. Let's just get into that. How has everyone been during this week? I've been great. I don't know about y'all, but I've been great. Tyrone.
Niggas is blessed, man. Niggas is happy to be alive. We here.
Okay.
Great week.
Yeah, you started a new job.
Hey.
Come on. Listen.
Applaud to that.
Hey,
big
man.
bags coming in.
Exactly.
Big bags.
Now you working from Sunday through.
Why you telling
I'm
me?
just joking.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. But Mariah, you just started your job.
Yes.
Blessings.
Yes.
She wasn't working. She was out of work for a while.
Why are we letting him facilitate this?
Technically,
And he said COVID.
Let's
Nah,
say-
it wasn't
COVID. There we go.
Hey, listen. Tyrone, he been living off of unemployment checks.
Okay.
What's going on? What's happening?
But
Literally
I just want to make sure everyone knows what's going on. But they've been struggling, but they came through. And they both got a
have
good
not
job
been
now. So I think it's just I want to give shout out to that. Shout out to them, man.
Hey,
Shout
for
out
the
to-
record, I didn't get no PPP, EDD, and I feel bad now. I regret it.
Hey,
Man, them
I
niggas is.
they swimming.
Ain't none of them niggas in jail, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a bag, bro.
I didn't get nothing. I'm looking around.
I feel like I played myself.
You
Shout out to the
yourself.
state of California, though, man.
This guy. But
We need to ask them
I'm-
how.
can I get into it? I'm about to get into it.
Why he think he would lead the show?
I do. But yeah.
Hustle good.
There it is. Exactly. But yeah. So how has y'all week been, man? Just the both of y'all. How y'all been?
Yeah, it's been a cool week. We in album mode right now, so like we in the studio 10+ hours a day. On video sets, shooting videos, on the phone for hours with manufacturers in China, which is a little difficult, low key a little difficult, but trying to get the merch done. Just trying to take everything to a whole new level. And this week we accomplished a lot for the album. We got a lot of ideas together. So I'm excited. It's been a great week. Been knocking things off the list for sure.
Can you give us any exclusives since you're interviewing with us today?
Like what? What you want to know?
Anything that you haven't told anybody yet that you can say, like, this is an Open Book Podcast exclusive.
Oh, and Tyrone, you want to make the noise?
He'll make it
yeah,
after. Yeah.
Oh, he got-
He's our sound
I
guy.
didn't even question that.
Yeah. If you want to just, breaking news. If any of y'all niggas, if your bitches been through any season ticket,
We dropping bombs.
what do you call it?
You forgot the line.
Bruh,
She's a
just
hoe.
Stop it, bruh.
Yeah, stop.
She
Stop.
is fucking that nigga. I'm sorry.
That
I
ain't
could.
locked in.
But
That ain't
no. Honestly,
It's crazy
y'all.
he folded that bad.
That bad.
I was thinking it was like, yeah, but don't worry. But yeah. So what you?
Do you
what
want
been
time
up
to think, or you got it?
I mean, well, Party just mentioned one.
Okay.
And it's not a guarantee. It's not locked in, but we are in a situation trying to figure out this record we're getting with Capella Gray.
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, shout out Mr. Gallus.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that all works out.
Okay.
We trying to figure it out, but that may be big. It
Nah.
probably won't be on the album, but
Mhm.
if it happens, it'll probably come out around the same time. So
Okay.
hopefully, I
man.
think that'll be super dope.
One thing I like to say, because I'm like a music mogul myself.
Absolutely.
Is
Talk
that
that
like
talk.
it's like
Talk
I
that
like
talk.
to say that when you drop music consistently, it changes the game. You know what I'm saying? Drake has been monumental just dropping music where it's just like it leaves a taste in your mouth where it's like, oh shoot, hold on, whoa, pause. I forgot. Listen. As I heard it, pause. Listen, but it's a different taste.
Tyrone.
It's not the same taste, but it definitely.
I'm just letting him rock.
No, Edward, stop
Nah,
with
it's
me.
de-
Stop him.
It definitely does a lot of like
Okay.
it does damage to the fans.
Consistency is key.
Exactly.
For sure. We can say that for sure.
Nah,
Consistency is key.
nah,
For sure.
yeah, but honestly, let's just kind of jump into it. We gotta be real. This is our first segment. We just talk about what we gotta be real about that's going on in the world today.
Okay.
Honestly, I gotta be real. I am kind of looking at it from a little different standpoint here. I don't, with the whole situation with what's his name, Young Dolph. I'm kind of like, I gotta be real. I don't think people should be kind of going back to the hood. I think it's just way too many people who kind of like want to give back to their community and want to do all that, and I get it, but y'all gotta do that from a distance, cause it's just way too many people out here really trying to and I understand that kind of it's more than just rapping. It's more than just it's like kind of this concept of respect in the hood. You can't you gotta show them if you come up, you gotta give love back to them, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It's like the blueprint here is not working. It just seems like with Nipsey Hussle from
Rest in peace, Nip.
exact like from what's his name? I don't even know. What King Von wasn't he in that?
Nah, King Vo was in Atlanta.
That's why. So it's just like I don't know what studio it was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't no.
It was a lounge.
It was a lounge.
It was like outside a lounge club.
See, and that's why it's just like y'all gotta get out of these, like that hood mindset. Y'all gotta just.
Wait. I wouldn't say that they're like the hood mindset or whatever. I think that, when you do come up, you want to give back to the people your community, and it's nothing wrong with that. I just think maybe be more careful, and be more cognizant of the people you surround yourself with. Get extra security that day. Unfortunately, it has to be like that. You think you going home, you go into a community to your people, but like at the end of the day, it's not always like that. So I think you just gotta think more about it. Don't just cancel the whole idea though.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like especially in LA, like with gang culture and stuff, like that's kind of representing somewhere is like what you taught early, really, really early. And like even for me, like I spent a large portion of my life in Georgia, but I moved around a lot. I spent time in LA. I spent time in Texas. And like the west side of Compton is home for me. Like anybody know, you see me, I go to LA. Everybody know exactly, the first place I'm going, where my people is at, where my blood relatives is at. And I think at least in LA, like they instilled that in you early, like whether it's gang banging or family, like we all from right here, and everywhere you go, you better let them know you from right here.
Right.
So I think it just gets really, really tricky to get a new life and to kind of get rid of that mindset, because that's how we was taught. Like you from right here, this is your people. You say carry your peoples, and then people get up and they want to give back. But I think probably the best advice, like Mariah said, is you just gotta up that security. Like it's cool to be like, yeah, I'm back in my hood. I want to just go walk to the store, because this is what I used to do as a kid, but. Unfortunately, I just feel like that ain't something you could do at a certain point, and it sucked. But, for your life, especially if you were the type of artist like Nip, you want to give back. He got killed in front of his store.
Right.
You wouldn't think you would need security in front of your store on a heavily populated
Yeah.
street. Like if you ever been over there to that store, you know what that street is like and how much traffic and even tourists is coming over there. You wouldn't think that, but you know, you at a new status, and regardless, people is gonna be out to get you. So I definitely say keep giving back, especially for these kids
Right.
in worse places who want to see like it's possible to get out.
Mhm.
You just gotta be real more specific and more careful about how you move, and it's real unfortunate, but you know, I think that's the biggest thing about it. Like you just gotta pay attention because you never know. We done lost 2 great stars in their own cities.
Yeah. I think what I'm trying to say is like more of the hood mindset is literally saying to yourself like, I'm the king. Like you kind of look at it like nothing could happen to me in my own hood because you know like because like you know at the end of the day like
something can happen to you anywhere. Ain't nobody untouchable.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it just comes to that mindset. It's just like y'all gotta understand that you know I definitely can see the concept of you know giving back to your community, but there's just ways to do it where it just needs to be. It don't need to just be you kind of giving back. It needs to be a group of people, because I think that I mean Kanye West said it the best. Like how like he told him how Sway like how because he said you can't do anything by yourself. You need a group. Sure. You need a group. No matter what. No matter all the billionaires today. They rich because of what? They had a group. It wasn't like one person just became a billionaire all of a sudden. No, all them niggas was like, okay, listen, you making money here, I'm making money here. Okay, let's try to figure out both ways to make money. Then it's just the money builds up like that, but you gotta do it like with the actual, you know, like if you have a like if you kind of go into the community and you trying to give back to them, you gotta think to yourself, okay, if I got Bill Gates, bro, I'm pretty sure ain't. Come on, like if you got Bill Gates next to you, you ain't gonna get shot. Let's just be real. Yeah. I mean, but I'm not trying to you know kind of say that you know you gotta need Bill Gates, but it's like you gotta have like those people who are like I'm not trying to say go to the man, but sometimes you gotta go to the man. I'm just saying y'all gotta move smartly, like.
So you think they should get like government involved in like organizing things like give backs, like get the city involved? Just something so it's a little more safe on that day.
Yeah, because it's like, listen, I don't trust a lot of what the government has to offer, but you gotta understand, it's like, it's not just your life that's there. It's a lot of other people's lives that are at risk when you just feel like you know, you got the hood kind of next to you. But it's interesting to me because it's like a slippery slope. It's like either way, it just seemed like there's just gonna be, you know, hood warfare.
Hood warfare.
That's an actual. Am I wrong for saying it's an actual thing?
The niggas in Memphis is at war.
That's what I'm saying.
Like come on. It's a funny.
Niggas in LA is too.
That's what I'm saying.
Hood warfare.
It's a thing. Yeah, you know
they beefing.
Hey man, all I'm saying is like you know, I'm not from the streets, but. I tend to you know dabble here and there and just you know see what the streets are what's cooking in the streets.
What's cooking in the streets?
Yeah,
man, what
you be out you be out Candler?
Hey, you know
you be out Candler.
Listen.
That nigga be at the house.
But nah. Honestly, I just think that it's just a bad situation. Mm-hmm. You know, I hate how it had to happen like that, especially when, you know, you thinking, bro, I'm about to get some cookies for my, you know, I'm talking about this situation. I'm about to get some cookies for my mom real quick. Let me, you know, go over there to this cookie place. I just went last week. No problems, no situations.
Yeah, I think we just need to put more like a, I don't want to say a value, but in a sense, like just a higher value on us when we get to certain places. And your team got to understand that too. I think that's important. Like, you shouldn't, and it really sucks. It's really unfortunate, but you shouldn't be moving nowhere by yourself. Oof. Like, you have to place that value. Like, I'm a target. Not only was you a target in the streets, you a target because you got money now and because you a superstar, and it's bragging rights on you either which way it goes. So I think we definitely, like, you know, as far as even me and my team, like, we're real specific when we go out. Like, nobody walk to the bathroom by yourself. Don't walk off away from the crowd. Like, you know, you an adult, do what you want at the end of the day. But, you know, we just try to be real specific about who's paying attention to what. Because with my team, it's not only value on me, it's value on them. These is producers with records with big artists, and these is, you know, merchandise that's getting placed in certain places. And
Right.
you know, I even explained to them as they stature and they status upgrades, they have to be more careful.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that would be important because Nip and Dolph, like, they didn't even get killed at givebacks. They got killed, one hanging out in front of the store and the other one walking out of cookie store. So it's like, you know, I think place certain value on that. Like, yes, I'm going to this cookie store, but I'm still this superstar. It sucks, but hey, 2 cars need to follow me there.
Right. Right.
I hate to tell you, and y'all need, you know, like, it's just you gotta protect the business, include your own life. Yeah, but now it's bigger than that. You got a family still, so you know, I think just being very particular about who goes where and where do they go and who goes and how is all just detrimental to somebody's career.
But do
Rest
you
in
think
peace to Young Dolph.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Rest in
Yes,
peace,
yes.
bro.
Do you think that that's only like rappers though that have to deal with that, or you think like any famous person like they should be that way as well?
I think everybody should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I think maybe the problem is artists that aren't necessarily rap hip hop artists. I
Yeah.
think they catch on to that earlier. Like, I haven't, at least in my opinion, I don't feel like I go places and see Taylor Swift by herself.
Nah.
You feel me? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Even if let's say Taylor Swift went to go to a cookie store, I don't think that would happen to her. I think it's like
in Memphis, they running down on Taylor Swift in Memphis.
I can see that.
What? That's a free
I
one.
think you gotta.
If she by herself now,
That's what
not
I'm
with
saying. That's what I'm
security,
saying. I think that's another thing. It's like you gotta look at it like
but they
this.
stealing debit cards,
Right.
cash. That purse probably 20 bands. They
Like,
running
oh.
down.
yeah.
That's a Birkin.
I think that the one thing about the situation is like I think, like I said, it's with rappers they have this persona. I mean, this persona of you a hood nigga, you about the life, you about by the streets, all that type of thing. And I think the difference between with the entertainment gang is like they don't have to do any of those. That's not their persona. Like that's something that they don't even really have to do about being about the streets and all that. Like
if Kevin Hart went to walk out, you think he'll be okay by himself?
No.
well, I don't. I think it's
I
not.
think he might be okay.
He's funny.
He's funny, but he getting stripped.
No. I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing.
We know you got it. We know we're in Memphis.
We know they're gonna
We're
get
in
stripped, but we talking
LA.
about getting killed. Like
I mean, so I
don't think he's gonna get murdered. Just walking out by himself.
I mean, I think that goes back to the value. Where's the gain in that? Robbing Kevin Hart, there's a gain. There's no gain in killing Kevin Hart. But
What
there's
was the gain in killing these people?
Killing Young Dolph and killing Nipsey Hussle, you killing 2 very powerful gang members.
Yeah.
So even though we love them as fans in the streets, there's people who still hate them. So they're getting killed. You're a trophy.
That's the
Yeah.
concept.
I'm going to kill the most famous person in your hood that we beef with. You're a trophy. You have to put more value. Kevin Hart, we're going to rob you because taking your life doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
But they
Or
killed
just-
Dolph. It's bragging rights. Like, it's sad. It's a sick world, and it's extremely sad. But in hoods, that's what go on. People beef, and certain people are trophies. Nipsey Hussle was a trophy.
Mhm.
You run LA right now.
Yeah.
I killed Nip. That's like, even if I go do life behind it, my homies in my hood is applauded me. They put money on my books. Like, so I think even black people, especially from the streets, we need to put more value on our life because there's people who want to kill us, and it's a benefit of them to kill us. Killing Taylor Swift don't do nothing for nobody. They gonna rob her.
That just seemed like stress.
Why you kill Taylor Swift?
I was saying that seemed like stress in prison. You just like
Yeah, like that. don't-
it was like, bruh,
You
my
killed
daughter
Taylor.
loved her, bro.
Yeah, you kill Taylor
Come
Swift.
come
Like,
through real quick.
why did you
My
do
da-
My
co-
daughter loved her.
Hey, bro,
What
you
did
gonna
you
have
do
to
that for?
like that definitely I could see that honestly, but I think that's this is one of the things that suck with kind of getting into rap, especially if you
Yeah.
first kind of you establish that street, where you kind of part of the gang type situation, and then you try to jump into rap. It's like
I'm trying to think of non-street rappers like who don't even say they do all that.
Lil Yachty.
You heard Michigan Boy Boat?
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Yachty. Did you hear Michigan Boy Boat? It's a
Man,
whole lot of
he-
Detroit gangbanging going on that.
I think
Okay.
I think he said it before. He like, I'm really not about this. Like he literally, even Drake has said it. He said it a couple.
Drake said a lot of gangster shit too though.
But that's the thing.
Drake talk about getting niggas kidnapped. Do y'all listen?
Drake is crazy, bro.
yeah,
Drake
like,
say a lot of-
please.
Drake say a
No,
little
no, no,
wild
no,
shit.
no, no, no.
Drake
He's-
said shit, I'm gonna put you on a guilty.
Listen,
Ooh.
You gotta
He-
get me killed on a T-shirt. That's
he
crazy.
can say those things, but no one's going to believe it.
I believe it because
I
Drake
don't
is
know.
because Drake is a millionaire who will pay a hitman. I absolutely believe it.
That's the thing. He'll pay a hitman, but it's like no
He not
one
doing that.
thinks to themselves like,
You know who he signed to for real?
I'm trying to tell
No,
you,
I'm
man.
just. Do you know who Drake is signed to?
I'm trying to
Do you
tell.
know who started Drake's career?
Yes.
Who?
Was Birdman?
No.
Who?
Well,
Jay Prince.
That nigga said.
Oh,
Birdman.
Jay
no, I
Prince.
swear.
Man, that
I'm a
nigga
Jay
Birdman
Prince
said-
investment. 6 figures, not less than. I'm a Jay
Listen.
Prince investment. Or
Listen.
maybe I said the line wrong.
No, you. I think you kind of
5
said it right.
stars,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
less.
yeah. But honestly, I think that at the end of the day, just because you signed by someone doesn't necessarily mean that you bought that life. Because at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of people look at Biggie, and a lot of people knew Biggie wasn't about nothing. Like Biggie just kind of rapped it. He rapping other people's kind of the situation he's around, but Biggie not a street nigga.
I wasn't. I'm not. Yeah, I don't really know how Biggie's career.
Okay,
was.
I'm
know
just-
Tupac.
I'm
I know.
just- I'm-
So we
they-
can go LA. I know they thought Tupac was a gangster, but Tupac was a stepper in my opinion. Like Tupac could get up on a nigga. Like you disrespect him. You feel me? I don't think he was necessarily, like, yeah, we gonna ride around and gangbang and shoot at niggas for fun. But
Right, but I'm just saying.
Tupac wasn't no bitch.
Right, but that's the thing. I'm not saying Drake a bitch, but I'm just gonna be. I'm not saying he a bitch, but I'm just saying like.
He's a certified
anybody
lover
was-
boy.
If anybody was,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
He
That's
said
not
it-
what I'm
he
saying.
still-
it's close.
Listen, let's just be real. Cause he even said in his rap, he said, listen, he got, in the what you call lemon pepper freestyle, he got people.
For sure.
He could do that, but he ain't gonna do nothing that. He Drake.
But is
You
that
know,
not
like,
is that not as guilty though? If you piss me off and I make a call and they come kill you, am I not blood guilty?
See, listen,
You are.
I think we
Is,
got.
am I not? That's a.
We gotta look at Aubrey Graham here, cause Aubrey Graham would not.
Don't
he
say
would.
that, man.
No. Listen, Aubrey Graham would not. I don't think he's really out here trying. Cause let's just like he look who he beef with. Like, come on, bro. I'm pretty sure. Like, come on, bro. Look.
The GD.
Hold on. Say it.
I think Drake will get you wet for real.
He
Like,
said
for
say
real,
it
for
in
real.
the mic.
Man.
He got the power to do so. He could just
He does.
He got the power to do so.
It ain't about being the shooter.
Facts.
It's not about being a
The
shooter.
shooter
Man.
behind the shooter.
Man.
That's what Drake is.
I don't know.
I think in black culture too. I think a big thing is in black culture. Even as men,
Mhm.
we're taught really, really early, in a sense, not to be a bitch.
Mm.
Don't let nobody push you over. Girls ain't gonna like you if you too soft.
Mm-hmm.
In black culture, whether it's the hood or not, I feel like that's pushed. It's looked down upon to be a young nigga and be more, more soft. It's like, nah, toughen up, son. Don't cry. From a young age, niggas is other black men is saying, don't cry. You're not allowed to cry. Ain't nothing wrong with crying, but in our culture, we taught that. So I think when it translates and you get into hip hop, but now you have famous people coming at you with that target,
Right.
you kind of retaliate whether you are a quote unquote gangster or not. But to the point of Drake, hey, when you,
I
I
don't know.
Drake said it, not me. I'm
I
gonna put you on it. Play with my seed. I'm gonna put you on a gilding, whatever the line was. These is lines that these people are saying, and I don't think they playing.
Oh man.
Spoiler alert. That nigga
This
died.
nigga died.
Drake said a nigga died. Like,
Oh, you know what?
I feel like we give passes because the title is Certified Lover Boy, but when you dissect it, hold on, this nigga is
I think, you know what?
a nigga tell you that it's gonna be a hoe.
I think it's just hard for me to believe. I could believe Jay-Z. Jay-Z, as much as he is today, listen, we know what Jay-Z is, man.
sure.
We
For
we
sure.
know what Jay-Z is. But when it comes to Aubrey, Drake, Drake, like when it comes to that, like it's hard for me to think.
I mean,
It's just, and like you said, he could be about it, and it's like I'm not gonna test it. I'm definitely not the one gonna be like, hey, bro, Drake, pull up.
Let me
Like,
find out.
nah. That's not me. But at the end of the day, I can see it, but I'm just not gonna literally like be like, hey, yeah, y'all need to watch out, Drake coming through. Like, I'm gonna just be like, hey,
You better, let's stop talking about Drake. He's like I feel like we're making it in a bad light. I love Drake, and I don't want to put him out there like that. Like,
What you
we gonna
mean?
leave him. You making him seem like
So
what-
you think from this podcast they listen to this podcast one
you
time?
never know what can happen. You
Oh,
never
oh,
know
oh,
what
oh,
can
oh,
happen.
oh, yeah,
you think
You
I'm
have to keep
you think they listen to this podcast one time? They're gonna be like, oh shit, did y'all
That
hear
nigga
it?
Drake a lick,
Yeah,
ain't
that's
it?
like he a killer now. Y'all need to watch out.
I'm just saying, chill out. You never know. You
Okay.
never know.
I hear you.
I
But
will move on.
Yeah,
What's
let's
up,
let's
to my I gotta be real, totally different lane. So
Talk
have
to
y'all
me.
heard about the Aura ring?
What is that?
The what?
It's I knew y'all didn't know. Let
The
me tell
Aura ring.
y'all.
Okay,
There
talk to
is an
me.
Aura ring, and it's a ring that you
Okay.
put on your finger, and it monitors your health. It keeps your heartbeat. It's basically like an Apple Watch, but in ring form.
Mm-hmm.
How you read it?
I think an app on your phone. Yeah.
So it works on like your pulse from your finger and tells
All
you
of that.
everything?
Your pulse, your heartbeat.
You got one?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I saw a commercial. That's
Yeah, you-
I know it's supposed to do a little bit more. I saw it on I saw a commercial. So
Okay.
it's supposed to do a little bit more than that. Just like keep you safe, all this type of stuff, health wise.
keep you safe.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
What do
and
you mean by keep you safe?
Like what? Is,
Like it's bulletproof?
no. Okay, you trying to make jokes now?
No,
No.
real, like what?
No, it had like some monitor beeping thing on it. Like if something's going wrong, like it'll notify.
Oh, okay, it keeps you informed on your health. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. So it's just like a health ring, basically.
Okay.
And so my point is saying all of this, when I saw the commercial, I just thought to myself, like, I might sound very old for saying this, but like, is this what people who saw like microwaves come about and phones come about felt like we're seeing the future happen? You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind
Yeah,
of
I'm sure.
strange to me to have a ring that's like monitoring my life, you know?
Okay, hold on.
That's
Listen.
my opinion.
Listen, I get that's your opinion. We can all have our opinions here, but
What?
I'm just saying. Listen, listen. I thought you was gonna come with something like I thought this Aura ring was gonna be something like
A
crazy.
Green Lantern ring.
doesn't say crazy, but you
I
making
think
it.
that
Hold on, you making it.
Hold on,
got-
are
no,
you cutting my? I
didn't
gotta be real.
I thought you was done.
I chose to talk again. So anyway,
Okay. I'm sorry.
I do think that is interesting. This is just one of the other things of where technology is moving forward. You got to think deeper, okay? Like, yes, it's just a ring right now that's monitoring your health, but I feel like this is leading to other things. Like, and we see so much of technology doing a lot of stuff today. Look at freaking the Facebook situation and what's it called? Meta, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah, metaverse.
All of this stuff is just like, oh my gosh, all this stuff is happening. It makes me feel like strange, but also like I'm not really here for all of it. So that's how I feel about it. That's why I said this is my I gotta be real. Now you can say your opinion if you still have one.
Okay. Tyrone, I gotta be real to be real about today. This
No,
week. Listen,
Nah, I don't.
No. Honestly,
tell.
I don't. Right. But honestly,
All I want to do is talk about the Warriors, and I just feel like I talk about the Warriors every week. But like,
Let's talk about it.
I mean, we can talk about it if we want to, man.
Let's talk about Steph. He put down 9.
Man, that
2
nigga
games in
is
a row.
nuts, isn't he? Bruh, like so
The
it's
Celtics
like,
was beat LA yesterday.
The
FYI.
Lake-
The
damn, are
Celtics-
you okay?
The
you
Celtics
good,
beat.
bro?
I'm a
Are-
Celtics fan.
That's what I'm saying. You good, bro?
Are you okay?
listen.
Are you okay?
Listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
who's your team?
Listen,
He's
Who-
a
I'm
LeBron.
You
fan.
a Laker fan.
No,
Oh, you a
no.
LeBron
He's
fan.
not a Lakers fan. He's a LeBron
So
fan.
you're used to losing.
He's a dick rider.
used to what?
Losing.
10 what?
10 what?
Straight? What?
It don't matter how many
How many
times you
wins?
go, it's about how many times you win.
Listen.
We can have that talk.
Yeah, fuck LeBron.
And I love LeBron, but we can have that talk.
Listen.
Yeah,
You love LeBron, but fuck LeBron.
Hold on. Can
Why
I, hold on. No.
Because I feel that way.
Listen. Let's just be honest.
LeBron has lost more than he's won.
But that's the thing.
And that's no shade
It's
to
not.
his
It's
greatness.
not. It's not.
And he a hoe.
You hold on.
What?
Hold on. Just I'm not gonna get there because
Come on.
I can't say
because
it
first
fast.
off,
Let's
we
get into it.
really about to say someone who bruised their butt ain't a hoe. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop fucking.
He
Stop
not-
fucking. Stop. Listen.
he not leading
listen.
the league.
Tell me what person you know. Oh
He
shit.
not on pace to
That's
make
Steph. That's Steph. He broke his
453
bone in his
pointers.
butt. That brother, he killing now. Fuck out of here. Don't try to.
Nigga,
Shut up.
single-handedly.
This
Y'all
man-
think Steph gonna get more than LeBron? More rings? Yeah.
No.
Steph finna win 2 more rings. Your niggas gonna be sick. Steph gonna win
How
2
many he
more
got right
rings.
now?
And you niggas
3?
gonna be
He has
sick. He has 3.
3.
And LeBron has 4.
Yes.
He finna get 2 more rings. And this is a wrap.
Stop it.
Yeah, I ain't
Can-
gonna
can-
lie.
can-
That's
can-
it's scary.
can I
out
ask you-
for
can I
LeBron
ask you
We
this?
finna
like
get
that.
Clay,
Can I ask you
Klay
this?
Thompson back and
Who
James
is-
Wiseman, and we're
Can
walking to the
we?
championship.
Are we? Steph is just gonna be another Bill Russell, even though Bill Russell has MVPs. Talking about Finals MVPs.
Fucking Bill.
Literally.
Steph Curry's
Let's
one of the
just
best basketball players of all time. He
let's
gonna
just
Bill
be real.
Russell.
Let's just
Shut
be
up,
real.
bro.
Let's
Niggas
just
say
be
anything.
real.
Kinda
Shut
lost
up.
you with
You
that
sound
one.
Let's just be
crazy.
real. Does he have a Finals MVP?
It doesn't matter.
That
Steph Curry?
matters. You can't be.
It's coming.
It's coming.
At the end of the season, we'll see it.
Listen.
Hey, that nigga is finna walk.
So
That
you
shit is
think? So
crazy,
hold on,
bruh.
Katie or Curry?
Curry.
Oh my God.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I believe. And it's no disrespect to Kevin Durant. I believe.
I don't know. KD's 7 feet tall, bro.
Come on.
Oh, but look, but you know my thing. I think KD is as aggressive as he could be. I think that's what ruins KD legacy. He's too fucking big to not be as dominant as he is. He's a great scorer, but that doesn't equate dominance.
I don't know.
Do you think
He's a dominant though? But I think you're
hold on,
7
hold on.
feet.
Let me ask you a question. Both of y'all, and you too. Do you realize that KD? Well, not even. Let me make it a question. KD, if he didn't go to the Warriors, do y'all really think that they were going to beat
Oh yes.
Cavaliers,
Yes.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
And I also believe that if KD did not come to the Warriors, he would not have a ring.
What did Draymond tell him?
Oh my
What
fucking
Draymond-
God!
what
We're gonna win with or without you. Like, it just is what it is.
And then on the court.
Listen.
I wish he wouldn't have said that wild shit.
You know what
We love that nigga, but yeah,
Draymond? You know what Draymond told him when they was arguing on the bench?
Let me ask you this.
He said, "Shut the fuck up. We won last year. You forgot."
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let's be real. KD. Yes,
Absolutely.
we can't. But let's be real. Those last games, right? When it comes to people closing, because the Warriors have this concept, when they have a big lead, that's how they usually won. It's not about like they come when it's a clutch game. Let's be real. Let's honestly be real. Who has come clutch for them? It's only been KD, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Come on. Oh my God! this man, Max Kellerman.
He got the finals MVP.
He said,
Yeah, you said. Hey, you brought up the finals MVP. That's all I'm
He
saying.
got the finals MVP.
he got the finals MVP for doing what? Keeping the man to 29. Was he 29.3? 29.3 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and that's what he gets the MVP
That was enough
for.
to lose. What the fuck?
Y'all gotta let's are we not looking at the circumstances that with that first finals that they went to? Are we not looking at what happened?
He bust their ass.
Hold on.
Nobody's taking that away from anybody. He bust their ass.
LeBron was busting their ass, right. And what happened?
That's not what I said.
No, that was
KD was
I
busting
said the
LeBron.
first finals. I said the first finals.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah, when they lost Kyrie, they lost Kevin Love.
Yes, hell yeah.
Whew. Are you saying no? You making a seat. So where J.R. Smith right now? this nigga playing golf at 18. That's what you call it. Some North Carolina A&T. Like I said. Listen, let's be real here, bro. Like y'all making it seem like LeBron. Y'all not looking at context here. The only reason why the Warriors won that first time was literally you talk about they were up. LeBron was up. Was it 2-1?
Something like that.
It's a situation where you have to put you're literally the only player playing. You got Timofey Mozgov, Matthew Dellavedova, J.R. Smith, and Iman Shumpert. Come on, bro. Tell me one player that's equivalent on the Warriors to J.R. Smith that's your top player. Tell me one. Cause Klay Thompson way better. Huh?
Sean Livingston.
Exactly. Sean Livingston, the sixth man coming off the bench. Bro, tell me, is J.R. Smith better than Draymond?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is J.R. Smith better than Klay?
Of course not.
Okay.
What's the argument?
Is J.R. Smith
It's
better?
just dick
No,
riding.
no, no,
It's
no,
just
no, no,
dick
no.
riding.
No, no,
That's
no,
the
no, no.
problem,
Is
bruh.
J.R. Smith better?
He's
than,
just giving LeBron the
Is J.R.
pass.
Smith better than Steph?
Oh, so you
Okay.
saying LeBron should have lost because the teams are such different?
Bro, come on.
So
He
what
should've-
about
he
every
should've-
time they're
he
the
should-
better team?
Every time they're the better team, what happens?
Well, LeBron lost in the finals a lot.
What happened? What? No,
LeBron
that's my
loses
point.
in the
No,
final.
no,
Better team when he was with the Heat, they lost.
How many losses
No,
did
no,
he
no,
have
no,
in the
no, no,
finals?
no.
He disappeared in the
fourth. No. That's listen.
He had the
let's-
best
That
team in
Heat
the
team,
world.
that Heat
Now
team
one,
wasn't better than the
now
Mavericks.
two.
No,
Now
no, no,
three.
no. Let's
Yes
be,
or no,
let's be real.
Shagoon? Yes or no?
Way
Let's
better
be
than the
real.
Mavericks.
That was the
Shagoon,
first.
yes or no?
That was the
Way
first
better than the
year.
Mavericks.
Y'all
So
making
stop,
it seem.
stop
you
giving
mean?
these fucking
Y'all making it
excuses.
seem like it
You're
was
giving
the-
so many excuses.
Ever since first year, out of
so
being
what-
bounced out the playoffs for so many times, so he
No,
had
no,
like
no.
experience.
Let's be real. They were trying to figure out because that's like that was a super team that literally was formed, and it was like, okay, who is who? Like y'all not even looking at the context here because at the end of the
Chris
day,
Bosh and D Wade
that's my point. You got two dominant players,
and LeBron, you had
but that's
0
my-
points in the fourth or something
Listen,
like that.
I totally understand. That was a downfall. I get that. But we literally making it seem like Steph Curry versus Toronto Raptors. Should he not have won that?
But why did they get there?
No. Answer that question. Should he not have won against Toronto?
Nah, because Kawhi was over there. Right? Kawhi was over there, right?
Kawhi versus Clay, Draymond.
Clay
He
had went
wasn't
down.
there.
Clay
Clay
went
wasn't
down.
there.
Clay went
He
down.
got hurt.
Clay went
What
down.
game? What game?
They were
What
going
game?
to win
Clay
that
went
game.
What
They
game
were
did he go
going.
down?
They
What
were
game did he
going
go
to
down?
win that game.
I think he went.
They were
I think he
going
went down like
to
game.
win that
I think
game.
like
Down.
game 5 or something like that.
My point.
4 or
Why
5.
are
Something
you-
like
It's
that.
more depth on that team.
That's
That Toronto team.
Hey, no
is way
Raptors was
more
not
depth.
playing, but no Raptors.
It's
was-
way
was-
more
We're
depth.
past
hard.
Pascal. We're Pascal Siakam right now.
No,
That
boys
nigga
is
was
nice.
averaging fucking 45.
Kyle Lowry at
What
the
are we
time.
talking about?
Are you-
The nigga was
yeah,
scoring 36
facts.
points a game.
So let me ask you this.
What's your argument?
That's my point.
It's just a bunch of
Listen.
dick riding.
I can't find it.
No. The argument is
I'm
here.
glad somebody else see the
The argument
I'd
is
be up
here.
here talking to this nigga for
The argument
nothing,
is
bruh.
here. The argument is here. Y'all make excuses for Steph Curry, right?
What's the excuse for Steph?
You said you guys.
Nobody
just said,
ever
you
said
just-
nothing.
I can't even speak. No, I said
Steph lost the last two.
That's my point. What happened?
But he's
Y'all-
33. LeBron is 36. Steph is 33. Listen. This is just the circumstances of it, right?
LeBron was winning at 33.
Right. Steph is gonna be winning at 33.
No.
Regardless, Steph is not by himself right now. My point is, I'm saying
He
who?
not. He not by
He not by
himself.
himself.
That's what.
Clay is gonna come back.
Clay's finna,
I'm talking about
Clay's
when-
not finna change things dramatically.
Playoff or finals time, Clay should be here
Yes or no?
as projected.
Clay is here next month.
You
And
feel
niggas
me?
Are fucked. You niggas
Right.
are fucked.
That's my
Clay
point.
is
So
back
he's
next
he's
month.
gonna have help.
He'll
Clay's gonna be here.
Full go by March.
So my thing is,
You're fucked.
with the way it looks now, with LeBron and the Lakers, right?
No.
Versus Steph and the Warriors.
Listen,
The Warriors are gonna win, but Steph is
really what
Steph is one behind LeBron. So let's say they win this year. That means they're tied.
No.
LeBron don't have much more time in the league. Steph do. He got at least extra 3
It's
years
not-
on top of
you,
LeBron.
You can't be tied if you literally just because you won rings. Literally, we could look at
Stop.
Robert. Hold on, no. We could look at Robert Horry. This man have 7 rings, no Finals MVP.
But
You
Steph
have-
has won as a star. Steph has won as a star though. Steph
But
ain't
that's the
got.
thing.
Steph is not Dwight, and there's no shade to Dwight. But Steph is not. You was Dwight on the team, and now you
But
got
that's
this
my
ring.
point. You telling me you the best player? How you?
Swaggy P is a better example. Actually.
That's my man. Listen. How can you be the best player on a team and not have one Finals MVP?
Yeah, his career not over.
Y'all making it seem like listen.
But how can you
shouldn't-
get all the way to the finals 10 years in a row and lose?
That's no. He didn't lose. Let's be real. He won 4 out of 11 times.
That's not half.
Which is not good.
That's crazy.
You.
I mean,
no,
I
no, no,
commend
no,
it 'cause
no,
at
no,
least you
no,
win.
No, 'cause
I
that's
commend
my
it.
point. Y'all making it seem like no. Can I listen? Y'all making it seem like the playoffs are not something that's like y'all making it seem like you can just run through the playoffs easy.
They literally did. They walked through all the
Because
playoffs.
they were great.
No,
listen,
man, because they
listen,
played no
listen,
weak ass
listen,
East.
listen,
Them niggas
listen.
suck.
So he was
Hey,
like, no,
Shagun.
hell no.
Hey,
when
my
he went
brother.
to, when he
Them
went to,
niggas
so
suck.
when he went to,
Listen,
so when he went to the
listen,
West,
listen.
what was the excuse there? When he went to the West, when he went to the West, what was the excuse?
East.
You know we would not be having
LeBron was in the East.
We wouldn't be having this debate if he just would have won against the Mavericks.
It's so crazy that
No,
you
it
did
would
that.
not.
It's so crazy that you act like
No,
the
we-
niggas didn't walk through the playoffs.
Every year.
Let me
For the
Them
past
niggas
11.
sucked, bruh.
let me ask you a question.
And he was in the West.
Let me ask you a question.
So how many rings he got in the way?
Them niggas was playing the pop.
One.
How many
Because
rings he got away?
he just
Niggas
got
playing
he
the
just
Charlotte
2018 he just got
Bobcats.
there. One.
He has one in the
Okay.
West.
One in the West.
Stunk,
How many?
bro.
How many
They won
rings?
27 games.
Let me ask you a question. How many rings has Steph gotten since 2018? And because we literally let's
That's such a
no.
weird-ass
Can I
question,
ask you this? Because you guys don't ever look at it. No. Let me see. LeBron. He got injured in 2018, right? Okay. We ain't say nothing about his success, right? He got injured last year. We ain't say nothing about that.
He had a groin injury.
Okay, now I don't know if you injured your groin, but
You
that shit.
You ain't never bruised your butt either.
Huh?
You never bruised your butt either.
Really?
You don't know what that feel like?
You
You out there playing 82 games?
Shut the fuck up,
saying,
nigga.
man.
You
Niggas out there carrying a franchise.
Man, y'all kill me. Y'all.
Bruise
I think
ass.
all that he wants is that people act like LeBron is not as good as he is.
Nobody does
No.
that.
No.
Not
That's
one
like-
person.
that's
does.
not-
They
that's
don't-
not
That's
even-
what you be saying.
They
that
need
they
no.
don't give
They
him
need
his
to. They need to
credit.
put. They need to
He's
put
not as
respect on
he's
this
not
nigga
a,
name.
he's
That's all I'm
not
saying.
he's not as good a winner as you would like him to be, and I'm sorry.
Listen,
That's
y'all
unfortunate.
can't.
Not as good as he
Y'all
should be.
telling me. Y'all
That's-
telling me. What? What you say?
Not as good as he is in person as he
Should be in my head.
Yo,
In my head, LeBron wins every year for 11 straight years
y'all crazy. Bro.
since high school.
Y'all
I
crazy.
mean, the way they gas LeBron's
Y'all
But
crazy.
since
Let
I
me-
seen the Chosen One tat, I was like, yo, he chosen.
Let me ask you this:
It wa-
Are we so within the teammates? We'll look at the Heat. Okay, the Heat. He was with them for 4 years, right? So we got 4 years with the Heat, right?
How many rings?
2.
Okay.
Okay. So Tim Duncan is scrub.
No.
Okay. Hold on. Tim Duncan is
Tim
scrub.
Duncan is an old nigga.
Tim Duncan is not a scrub at all.
So Tim Duncan, you talk about one of the greatest power forwards ever.
Playing the greatest basketball player of all time, quote unquote.
But you got that's my point. You got Tim Duncan, you got Kawhi coming to because y'all just made.
It's baby Kawhi. It's baby Kawhi.
Let me-
Kawhi was like 18, wasn't he?
No, he was not. Stop fucking y'all. Put
How old was Kawhi?
He was.
That nigga was 20 years old.
He
He was
bro.
a child. He couldn't even drink
Look it
yet.
up.
Look at this.
Look it up.
He couldn't even drink liquor yet. Of course he was scared.
Cause y'all making it seem like Kawhi was
Oh, he
drafted
was-
in the.
wow.
Y'all making it seem like Kawhi.
Kawhi is 28 years old.
See that man look at that bench when he got checked.
Damn, that was 8 years
That
ago.
nigga was 21, bro.
Man, I'm done talking about this because I listen.
It's
I ain't got.
3 people against
No,
one.
no, no,
Maybe
no.
what
I
they're
mean, I'm
saying
not.
has a point.
I don't have a stance. I don't know what the point is.
Oh, you don't
There's no-
understand like
Yeah,
what he. Okay.
I don't. I'm just knowing that facts as they come, but
Okay,
I don't
okay.
have a stance.
Nah,
I don't know what.
Ain't no facts. You literally one of the.
So you feel like LeBron is the greatest player of all time?
Oh, no doubt.
So if Steph comes and wins 2 more rings and passes LeBron, and he's probably gonna pass him in points.
No, he's not.
You said of all time.
No, he's not.
What's
Steph
the
is-
difference?
Steph is
Points
30.
is a big
Steph.
No, it's not even close.
Steph is
It's not close?
Not
no.
even close.
Steph is literally 33. He don't got many years going after Let's
He
be
got at least 6 more. He's 33. He got till 39. As long as he don't get hurt.
His game translate real well.
That's what I'm saying. It does, but you got to understand.
Especially in today's NBA.
You gotta
Because Steph
understand-
was Steph before the NBA turned into what it is.
Exactly, but
So now it's a different game.
But let's be real here. Like the one thing about the NBA is they figure you out. I'm not gonna lie. The reason.
But how do you
There's
figure
nothing
out-
to figure out
how do
about
you
that,
how do
bro.
you
No, no,
figure
no,
out?
You know what he's gonna do.
No. That's
He's
How do you
gonna do
figure
it
out
Hold on,
shooting
3
from half
times in a
court?
row,
let
and
me-
you can't do shit
let me-
about it.
I'm just saying.
And if y'all double team, now everyone's open.
That's my
Man,
point. That's
you
my
niggas
point.
gonna be sick with Klay Thompson in that corner. Jordan Poole gonna be wide the fuck open. Jordan
Steph is
Poole
shooting
had
from the
32 last
logo.
night.
What do you do with
All
Steph?
right, you let that young nigga get comfortable.
This is my beat.
You let that young
Oh.
nigga find the rhythm. He
You
getting
married
a bucket.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
You are?
Yeah, to her. You didn't.
Are
know
y'all
that?
really married?
Yeah.
I thought you knew that.
On God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I seen the ring and I was like, that's dope.
they
yeah,
have all
yeah.
great. Nah, this was not.
That's
This is.
hella funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even
That's
think
funny
about.
as fuck.
No.
I seen the ring and I was
Nasty.
that's
Yeah.
dope. Congratulations.
thank
How
you,
long y'all
thank
been
you.
married?
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, January.
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
Yeah, since January.
How's it been?
It's been great.
It's definitely great, but it's marriage, so nothing's perfect. So I think that's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't let me start an argument. now. We
Yeah,
can-
no,
it's
Don't let
definitely
me-
it's like you got. I'm a real person, so I'm not gonna literally sit here and be like, yeah, Instagram. If you see that shit, bro, we're on it. We're doing great in life.
It's word.
No, it's definitely work. So
I
I think
respect
that
that.
it's.
You get to learn different things about yourself. That's just like, whoa,
Yeah.
is this me? So
Yeah.
it's eye opening for sure.
That's dope.
Blessings,
Yeah.
blessings. So,
That's super dope. Shout out to y'all.
yeah.
Thank
Shout out,
you.
shout out to y'all.
But LeBron's the greatest.
No, you didn't change the topic.
Let's just move forward. Do you guys have anything? If you had to think about it, could be literally something big to small, anything you got.
I have to say this.
Okay, sorry.
I love how y'all got so hype over basketball, but y'all don't care about talking about the future of our
like
society.
I said, basically,
I'm like, y'all don't even care about
Listen,
that.
I mean, I
but-
think the ring kind of cool.
Thank you.
In my opinion, I think the
That's
ring
all
is
she
cool.
wanted, bro. She just wanted somebody to tell you.
No, I just wanted
cool.
people to understand that it matters.
I think all people over a certain age to get that ring for free, so that their family can monitor their health while they're not there.
Are we not gonna act like there wasn't an actual
Hey.
thing called the? Wasn't
I've
there-
fallen and I can't get up.
That's what I'm
That-
saying.
oh,
Like, come
life alert.
on.
A life alert isn't
life
a monitor.
Been there,
Nah,
bro.
but listen, right? If let's say I'm at the grocery store and
Right.
my grandma's at home.
Mhm.
This isn't a real situation for me,
Mhm.
but it's a real situation for some people.
Mhm.
And her blood sugar is dropping,
Mhm.
and it's being monitored and it alerts my phone.
Mhm.
I could run out this grocery store and go home. Life alert ain't telling
Right.
me to leave this grocery store. She's falling and she's
True.
falling and can't get up.
But I think
How is she alerting anything?
I think the concept is this. It's like within evolution, obviously these things are coming because they're already talking about putting chips in your system. Like
Yeah, they
like
burn-
this
they ain't
this
putting nothing in
that's
me.
what I'm saying. This like the Aura ring is
I'm
just
scared of needles. Y'all
that's
ain't
what-
cutting
Y'all got
me.
the vaccine or not?
Nah,
Okay.
I ain't.
His face
Hold
is
on.
like, what?
Wait. You ain't gotta put that on. That's,
Oh, is that
that's they
supposed to be like
business.
a?
We good.
yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I
Ain't
didn't
nobody
know.
want that shit.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
Hey,
But
shout
if you want to get vaccinated,
out to
Yeah,
the
I place
CDC.
no
Shout out
judgment.
to
I,
CDC.
I feel for
Shout
the
out to
people
y'all.
that got to it. It's a lot of people who was forced into it. Like I think it's extremely selfish to sell somebody gets a phone call, hey, if you don't get this vaccine, you can't work for this company anymore. Now you can't feed your family. I think it's extremely selfish to sell somebody they're wrong for getting a vaccine to feed their family in the future. They
Exactly.
have to think about other things. Now someone like me in my situation who can make a decision based off of, just me and my income comes, in different ways that I don't have to. But I don't judge anyone for making the decision. We all have to make decisions for you. Got kids to feed, and you telling your kid, I don't got dinner for you because I didn't get a vaccine.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a flu shot.
And that's
It's tricky.
That's the thing for me. I think within the NBA, especially, I don't get this shit. I don't understand this concept of the mandate that this got going on in New York. With what's not making sense to me and what's not like the whole concept. How can y'all say that? Okay, the mandate only works, but people who come inside the city, if you have to be a citizen of the city, I guess. And if you're a citizen, that is when you can't go anywhere. But if you're outside of the city, you can do whatever you want, and you're not vaccinated. I don't get that concept because everyone who goes to the to play in Brooklyn or New York, Bradley Beal not vaccinated. There's a lot of niggas who aren't vaccinated.
So they're allowing players on other teams to come play
come
in New York
through.
not vaccinated.
Exactly.
But they're not allowing Kyrie Irving to not be vaccinated.
Exactly.
Kyrie can play, but they don't want him to just play home games.
Well, yeah, but that
So,
the concept
that's
is
the-
he can't play.
So he could
So why can't he still play in?
That's what I'm
Where
saying.
do you need the vaccine for if you can
in
play
New York.
California and New York.
California,
That's it.
yeah. Mhm.
So
I
he
think
can't-
But if you go to away
Toronto,
games,
Toronto, too.
he wouldn't need it.
Who cares?
So he wouldn't be able to play home games.
Right. But they don't want him from that. They
He
want
can
him.
play away games.
But that's the thing.
You
don't-
need him for them away
That's
games.
what I'm saying. You play majority of your
You know,
games. You play majority of your
honestly,
games at home.
You know what it is? It's not even that. I from a team perspective, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think what it is every other guy on this team had to sacrifice and get this vaccine that they probably didn't want to get. You're the one nigga who didn't want to get it, but you still get to play. That becomes an unfairness to the other team. Now, granted, is it room for argument? Because that's one of y'all best players? Yeah. But if you got somebody who, a general manager or whatever position, and they're just looking at it from a fair point,
Nigga like me, you gonna be on the court.
hey, we still want to win.
If you want to hoop, nigga, let's go.
Come
He
on.
said-
You
hey,
the,
bring that nigga over here.
Yeah, let me talk to that nigga, man.
Nah,
That boy is
a
but
bucket.
see,
But I get it from a fairness standpoint. You feel me?
But
I
see, the
get
thing is, it's not a fairness standpoint because it's not about the team or the NBA. It's about the mandate of the actual city.
Okay.
So what doesn't make sense is that an outsider from, Georgia, or Georgia they play it.
Only residents in New York have to get it.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's the problem. The concept of a mandate that I'm having, that I don't get why that is.
So if you got a New York ID, you got to get this.
You
shot.
gotta get this.
But if I go to New York right now, I don't need it.
No, but you're not gonna get in a lot of places because a lot of people are saying that you gotta actually have. The actual.
So you feel like if they're gonna be strict all across the board.
That's my point. It don't make sense to me because a lot of this whole, I ain't trying to go in the whole COVID, thing and all that and start talking about COVID, but it doesn't make sense because a lot of these things seem very hypocritical in a lot of scenarios. Okay. First of all, you're saying, okay, you're affecting the team. Bro, this nigga get COVID. You got the vaccine. Are you gonna die? No.
I mean, potentially.
No. If you got the vaccine, the concept is basically
a vaccine is not a cure.
That's my point. It's not. You get it, you're not gonna die. That's what they're saying. They're saying if you get COVID, it's just going to minimize the effects of what.
That's what they're saying.
Exactly. That's what they're saying.
And that it should lessen the chance of dying. They're not saying it's not gonna kill.
Yeah, there's still a percentage of that you might die, but that's with all vaccines. But the thing is. The problem here is that a lot of people are making it seem as if you get the vaccine, you're good. And then on top of that, if someone doesn't have the vaccine, they can kill you. That's not how that works at all. If you get the vaccine, you should be straight. I was thinking in my head when this whole vaccine came through. Well, I was like, okay, let them niggas they need it. Let them get it. I get it. And that's cool. Once everybody get the vaccine, I'm going to be straight. That's how I thought about it. But it seemed like everybody just in this mindset that, yo, if you don't got the vaccine, bro, you going to kill me. Get away. You going to ruin my chances. And like, wait, of what? Like, you not going to die?
It's just not making sense.
None of it is making. It's all ass backwards and doesn't. It's literally just you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself like, wait, hold on. So I got the vaccine, but there's still a chance I could die.
But I feel
from someone who don't got the vaccine, or is there a chance that
ain't that a vaccine
they could die? That's my point.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense
because they're so worried about people who don't have the vaccine, but you shouldn't be worried about us because you're protected. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not a.
You can still get COVID once you got the vaccine.
Exactly.
So
but that's the thing. They're making it seem as if you can get COVID worse if someone isn't vaccinated.
So they should be less worried about us because they're
exactly.
protected,
But niggas, if they'll ask you vaccinated? Like, what the fuck that matter? Are you vaccinated? All that matters is if you vaccinated, that's it. You good. So why the fuck you asking me if I'm vaccinated? That don't make sense.
But I always say and y'all can say if y'all do this too, but depending on the opportunity I received, if there was you got to get vaxxed for this, I would probably do it.
Yeah, Tyrone would
career-wise, if they were moving me forward, in a career, I might do it.
No, tell him the circumstances. He said no.
Shit.
He said fuck that.
I ain't with part. The what? What about it?
Nah, that's not the.
Shit like that, the government.
That's not the same thing.
Which one?
The Tuskegee University did the studies. The Tuskegee Airmen was
No, yeah, he said you talking about Tuskegee University. That's when they did the test on the Yeah. That's all he was saying. He just mixed the two.
I just feel like it sucked, but this is how control happens, and people know that because it's hard to tell. What's your dream job, Ryan? If it's one thing in the music industry or entertainment.
That's what I was going to ask y'all, but definitely entertainment. So being a multimedia personality.
So if they tell you, hey, we need you to come be multimedia at the Grammys, and that's been your dream since you was a kid.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's your dream, and they say, hey, you got to get this vaccine.
Yeah.
I can't. It sucked, but I can't be mad at you for getting it to go achieve your dream that's been your dream. But I feel like with people being in control, they know that. Yeah, we could mandate this. To my knowledge, a little bit differently or a little bit illegally, kind of walking a real thin line. But we could do that because we can hang carrots over everybody's head. Shagun, you want to be this?
No.
All right, get that vaccine. Mariah, you want to be this? Get that. Even for me, they tell me I'm performing at the Grammys.
You gonna get it?
Party.
He said, hey,
party.
Hey, bro, I produce from afar, bro. You're gonna have to.
Man.
No, but that's the thing. I think that a lot of this is like the Dave Chappelle effect of you got a chance to make this much money. What are you willing to sell?
It depends where my life is at.
Right.
I don't think it's about
Running away from 50 mil when you already up 10 mil is a lot easier than running away from 50 mil when you got zero.
But is it about the money or more so something like you said you want to achieve and you're getting the opportunity to do it?
Even that, goals are worth more than money a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's not even about you offering this much money. It's about like, oh, I've wanted to do this and now I get the chance to do it. Type situation.
That's the thing, and that's my point with Dave Chappelle. He's been wanting to do this and he got it up there. You know, he worked hard for this.
He's had specials. You said he's wanted to do a special.
No, I'm talking about the Dave Chappelle show. Yes.
Oh.
The whole scenario with that was literally Dave Chappelle. They were offering him like
500
million.
million.
Was it
500 million?
It was not no 500 million.
It's 50 million.
It was 50
It's
million.
50 million?
Yeah.
J. Cole got that line, could I run
That's what
away
I'm
from
saying.
50 mil?
Come on,
like
yeah,
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle, it was 50.
Tyrone,
50
this
mil.
be talking.
Yo, I'm just gonna be. Listen, I'm gonna be
It's
honest with
got a
y'all.
5 in it, regardless of what it is. Nigga, that's a lot of money.
It's a five. It's a five.
Regardless of what it is, it's a lot of fucking
It's
money.
a say. So it's 50 million, right?
I'm not walking away from 50 million.
He literally had it.
Shit.
This guy's a whore.
I'm with
This guy.
I'll be what I
like
gotta be.
like I said, basically
50 million.
the concept of working for work, like having your show build up, and you putting your heart and soul into the show, and it worked. It's like damn, it worked. But then it's like, okay, well, we want you to do your show now, and we want to give you the money, but we want you to go in our direction. And that's the type of shit that's like, well,
It's different now, though.
So what's our price?
The thing
What's
is,
our sellout price?
for this, ain't no sellout price. Nah,
Shitting me.
nah.
Crazy as fuck.
Nah, ain't no sellout price.
Nigga like
You
me gonna
did-
fold.
well, Tyrone, when you sell out,
Bring
call
the
me.
bag, man.
Me and you will do the show, Tyrone.
telling you.
Yeah.
Nigga tell me.
Hey.
Listen,
Nigga tell
man.
me we doing 10 racks an episode. Let's sign a contract.
No, my thing
Fine,
is,
I get what you're saying.
my thing is, listen.
I don't have that value
You
for
got-
me right now.
Do you know where life is? No, I think it's. I think, in no disrespect to Dave Chappelle at all, but I think times is different now. With like, y'all own your own podcast. Y'all do all of this yourself.
Right.
If Dave Chappelle got offered 50 mil to do a show, but it got to be catered to the way the whoever wanted it to be, he has the option to say, all right, I'm gonna turn down 50 mil, but I'm about to go make 20 mil independently because I can buy all the equipment and do it myself. We in such a different time that those situations are a little less apparent.
But
with that.
legally, he couldn't, because
He was signed to him.
He was signed to them. So that's the only he couldn't do
The Dave Chappelle show.
exactly.
But he could still do
He could
stand-up,
have still done something
but
different.
not his show.
Exact. But and that's the thing about
Based on the contract he signed.
right. But the thing here is like you wouldn't. A lot of people, let's be real, when it comes to contracts,
They don't read them?
No, they read them,
Yeah,
but it's like
I
you
hope
don't
not.
expect for something to turn a certain way. So you read everything that comes with the contract, and you think, okay, they've been this free with me when it comes to all this.
They're
So
not
it's-
free with you, nigga. These people
That's
are
my point.
lying.
That's the point. That's the concept. You expect them to be truthful within a lot of situations.
So stop
Obviously,
expecting that.
that's what I'm saying. Back then, them niggas had to suffer. Like, a
Yeah,
lot
no.
of niggas had to suffer for us to be literally sitting there and saying, I ain't taking this shit from them. But those are, Dave Chappelle is one of those people who
Facts,
had to
absolutely.
suffer. So it's like I'm looking at it from a standpoint where I respect everything about Dave Chappelle, and I literally appreciate everything he's done based off of what we can do today when it comes to not just as entertainers, but just as like business people, like people who, like a lot of people can't sit here and say to themselves like, man, you give me 10 million, bro, I'm gonna sign my soul away. No, that you have to understand, because I think there's a process to it. You don't necessarily sign your soul away, but you kind of like give it. It's like when it comes to the concept of building that family, kind of getting that team around you. So you're building partnership more than anything. The concept is building partnership than just say, because a lot, like, I know everybody gonna say what I say this, but Charlemagne said this the best. He said, how you gonna own 100% of nothing?
That's
Because
a
a
fact.
lot of niggas own 100%.
I tell
of
niggas that all the
nothing.
time.
I'm
I tell
saying,
niggas, we done went through this.
Like,
We went through this 100 times because we own a production company, First Row, and business is business.
Mm-hmm.
Either which way it go, we gotta conduct business. Things have to get done. Money is in the picture. We gotta have an understanding as early on as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I've seen a lot of talented people with bright futures who would not connect with people that could push them to the next level because they didn't want to give up a percentage. People are part of my company, other companies. I've seen this be the downfall of so many people. And it's interesting because I think the black community is doing amazing with teaching all of our people entrepreneurship and owning businesses. I think where we fall short at is explaining what happens after you own the business.
Exactly.
Yes, everybody get an LLC. They're $100. We all got one. Now what? It's so much that goes into it after it, and you can own the company and not own 100%. There's actually probably not really nobody who owns 100%. So like Charlamagne said, 100% is zero. You want 100% of $0? That's $0. Give me 50% of a meal, so I could take my $500K and go start something else that I could own full percentage or however I want to navigate. So
because I think it's just about the balance because Dame Dash kind of said it as well. Like it's just the concept of like, okay, you working for the man, or you may be doing something you enjoy, but guess what? If you can get fired from that. That's something that's something you can't do. So it's like finding that balance of saying, okay, yeah, I may be working for someone, but I own a percentage where they can't literally kick me out or boot me out.
And that's whatever wasn't, I didn't see his contract, so I can't speak on it, but whatever was in his contract, obviously he signed away rights to his show.
Exactly.
And that's your first mistake. And whoever, times are much different now, different now.
Right.
But whoever your legal team was at the time should have explained this to you. Hey, look, you about to get this bag and you about to get 1 or 2 or however many seasons, but this ain't your show no more. It's just your name on this show. And then you make a decision. And he probably still would have signed it. No disrespect to him. He probably still would have signed it like most people. And then when it doubles back and you can't do what you want, you're upset. But it's like all actions come with consequences, whether they're positive or negative. If I decide to give y'all rights to my shit,
nah, bro.
I can't be mad in 3. I mean, I can be, but in 3 years when y'all are calling shots, I can't be like, whoa, what's going on? You're like, nigga, you gave it to us. You said it was okay. You signed this paper that says okay for us to make the decision, and if you don't want to buy, go to another country and leave. It sucked, and I hate it so much. But as black people, we have to teach each other the literacy of the business way more. Yes, I love that we're promoting black people to be entrepreneurs and not work for, I love it to death. Next step, let's explain literacy so that when these young kids get these businesses, they don't make the same mistake twice and sign away the ownership.
Yeah.
You said something great just now.
I knew you was about to put him on a tangent with that one.
Come on, let's do it.
You said something great. Your actions come with consequences. And I think that's very important for a lot of us to know. Certain individuals on the show kind of have certain things where,
a shade.
I ain't gonna say
It's back to dick eating.
It's
It's a constant.
Are we back at LeBron?
No. He's just a bad guy. It's me now.
That's fine.
Now I'm getting dickhead.
But I just
What happened? Talk about it. I thought this was.
No, it's nothing to talk about. He's just a piece of shit.
I'm basically.
It's-
It's all good.
it's
No.
a
I
long story.
honestly, like I said, that it's just great that you said, with the whole the concept of, actions come with consequences. All your actions come with excuse me. Yeah.
Sure.
Like so it's not even necessarily if it's a bad consequence or technically consequences are all bad, but
Nah,
Are they- no.
consequences. I believe by definition is like basically in short, what happens next?
Okay.
Exactly.
So
So it
they-
could be
they-
positive
they're
or
positive or negative. So
Uh-huh.
within that, it's like you gotta understand whatever you do is that's your choice. At the end of the day, a lot of us kind of have to look at that from that standpoint. Whatever you
sure.
do is your choice, and at the end of the day, you gotta live with whatever
What
comes with
next?
it.
For sure.
That's just how it is. But I think that it's I would definitely love to see the whole aspect of literacy being taught after the the business thing, because a lot of people out here, they are preaching the whole concept, but it's not just preaching that one aspect to it. It's like
They teach the cute part.
and that is, it's literally like it's like you looking at it like it's Instagram. Like you see one thing, but you're not seeing what it takes to get there.
That, for sure.
And it's not. A lot of people always have this perception in their mind that okay, okay, well, this nigga preaching to me like, okay, I got to do this, so I got to be Instagram famous. But no, it's not about being Instagram famous. It's about literally understanding that no matter what comes with anything you want to do, is going to have a struggle somewhere or somehow,
Thanks.
and you gonna have to work for it.
I agree.
No matter what it is. So I think that's I think that's a great point that you're saying, because we need to teach that literacy part, because a lot of kids out here thinking like, okay, let me get Instagram famous. That's it. That's all I gotta do. That's it. I'm about to get the bag. Let me be Instagram famous.
It's so much.
But it's just it's like
you can't get it back from being Instagram famous.
Well, it's not just about.
What's crazy is even that. It's so many struggles after that. Like, I have a lot of friends, associates, people I deal with that are in those situations, and some of them are broke. 100,000, 500,000, million followers. Some of them are broke. Some of them have money, but even the processes it goes through. Like, one of my homegirls, she does a lot of like. Matter of fact, even when I was engineering for Molly, so I was on day rate and I would go everywhere with her, and it's like it seems cool to get packages of clothes for free to sponsor all day, but then when you got to spend 8 hours of your day putting on different outfits and taking pictures for Instagram, like it's real work no matter which way you want to flip it. It's a lot no matter which way you want to flip it.
I definitely don't want people to think it's easy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's money
it's a bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's money in it.
It's a bag for sure.
But I think that perception is kind of flipped. I think we gotta understand it's not just. There's more than just to.
It's more than a cute part.
That's what I'm saying. I think like we look at it as a situation where people who get money. It's a process. It's not just you getting money. You gonna like just get money like that. You gotta understand, devoting your time to doing this consistently. It's hard. Like it's not something that it's like. Like you could just sit there like a lot, because a lot of times you just may get. Hey, you can keep the clothes. That's it. It's a start. That might be all they do. And you gotta understand, like your bills due. You over here trying to talk about some. Hey, bro. Hey, I need to post this picture. There's a chance you may not be getting what your bills are presenting.
Yeah.
That's a great. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
we ain't getting what your bills is presenting.
Hold on.
That's a bar.
Come on, Tyrone. I know you hate me, but listen. That was.
Are y'all gonna
that was pretty.
Hype him up like that was that?
I don't know.
It was kind of cool.
I don't know. It was all right.
It was kind of cool.
Well, yeah.
I'm with you, bro.
Thank you.
I feel like we should move on to autobiography.
But yes,
let's do it.
Let's definitely move on to autobiography.
But can we take the intermission, because I'm getting kind of iffy about before we move on to autobiography.
Oh, you want to do it now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll be back real quick.
So we can have a clean cut.
Exactly. Alrighty. So basically, we're back. Nice little intermission.
Yeah.
Time to get an autobiography. I was going to ask this question because, I know Tyrone, he not really about that West Coast, rap stuff. Because he said he don't like the music that much.
Y'all
so
gonna find out Tyrone a gangster.
No. Tyrone, he literally he told us. He said, I told him, I was like, hey, West Coast.
Is he a gang member?
Top 5 rappers.
Me? Am I a gang member?
No, but the way he was asking, he said he not about that West
No,
Coast.
I'm saying the rap life, just the music that aspect.
I don't like Tupac is what he's saying. I'm not an NWA fan.
But if you had to, since you're from the West, if you had to pick your top 3 West Coast artists, what would be your top 3?
I feel like it's always a big debate on if Tupac is even considered a West Coast artist for real, because of where he grew up and the New York stuff. So, out of respect, I'm gonna say Tupac, but I'm gonna not say Tupac. But for me, Nipsey Hussle is one. I think that's one of my greatest influences and teachers in life. Rest in peace to Nip.
Okay.
Dom Kennedy is one of my favorites. Especially around Westside, would love to get home safely. Time like Dom Kennedy is amazing. And then I don't want to say them as a whole, but like NWA was extremely influential. Like extremely,
I can see that.
Whether you is a favorite or not, I think it's a disrespect not to mention them with their greatness in the city and what they did for the city. That you know, to this day, it's still talked about. So they won't be my 3.
So these seem more influential. What about just the concept of just like if you just looking at the artist for the artist? And this is a kind of a question for if you listen to West Coast. My top 3 would technically, in my opinion, just based off of like just people I really mess with, have to be YG number 1. I'm sorry, that guy. I don't care what anyone says. Listen, man. Listen,
shout out my nigga YG.
Listen. I'm not gonna. He put me on the YG. Matter of fact, he was. he go.
It was just. Was it just read up? Just read up too. Didn't I tell you, niggas from the city? No, just read up to his best project.
He put me on. And I was like, oh, who this nigga? You know, and he was just now. He was very vulgar, and I was like,
I can never imagine you driving around and making clap.
That's our point. Like literally, I just be sitting there. I just be like, I'm like, damn, this nigga really talking about some very interesting stuff. But it was just, I'm like, just the whole, just like how he come on the beat. I'm just like, damn, this nigga hitting. This nigga, he don't miss not one beat. He don't.
I feel like the tempos that like West Coast people use are so unique in that it makes them like different from other people. You know what I mean? But like how their beat comes in, it's a little different.
You know how I feel? I love LA to death, but on the grand scheme of things, LA is trash in the music scene.
I could definitely see that. That's why I said top 3. There's a reason why I didn't want to go top 5. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to literally look because first of all, I haven't
had a run in a long time.
Man, like I think the one thing about it is like a lot of people are kind of getting in this wave of like. It's kind of like Atlanta has really influenced everything. A lot of like even like East Coast they have this way where their trap music kind of sounds like Atlanta trap music, it's weird, but it's like everyone's kind of getting on this wave of just like we gotta this trap.
Y'all know what it is though?
What?
We've been having this convo for like a week in the house. We've had this conversation, and being. Not only being from LA, but being in LA, like I'm active in LA. Like I go to LA a lot. We do give backs with my cousin, his production company, Get Rich.
Right.
We got a lot of friends that are doing well as artists that have label deals, signed to Empire and Atlantic and everything else. And what it is black people like black people. There's no black people in LA. When you look at the statistics, it's like 60-70% Mexicans, like 20% white, and like 10% black. Don't quote me on these numbers, but you know, it's a huge. It's not even close. It's not near close. When you talk about Mexicans and white people compared to black people. Atlanta is a mecca of if you go to downtown Atlanta and you go 40 miles east, it's niggas. You go 40 miles west, it's niggas. You go 40 miles south, it's niggas. You go any direction north, it's niggas.
Yeah.
Even if you go to like the Gwinnett's and the nice part, there is black people here.
Yeah.
So when you have 40-mile radius in every direction, 240 miles just in Atlanta. We ain't talking about when you get to Macon and get to the real south side or you go past fucking Six Flags and go all of them. You feel me? It's black people.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So when you go to LA or you go to New York, you go to Detroit where it's not as many. Especially in LA, it's like, oh, we like that. You want to pick up on what black people do? We don't have black people around us. So where are we looking at? The other side of the country. Y'all are hard. That's why you go to LA and you're going to hear Lil Baby. But you're going to hear... These are my friends, so I got to be careful how I say it because I don't want to offend nobody. But like Chike, close friend of ours, comes to Atlanta, comes to our studio, everything, records together, like that's the homie. You come to Atlanta and nobody knows who Chike is.
Right.
You go to LA and they're going to play Chike. He's a star in LA. But they're going to play Lil Baby too. That's the difference. In LA, we have what we like and what black people like. In Atlanta, all we got is what black people like.
Right.
So we set the tone for everything. We're black. We're the niggas. Where you find the most niggas, right there. So we have the biggest influence of opinion. So when we said, hey, New York, we kind of like that drill sound. We'll play y'all in our clubs. Look at their careers. When you look at like Rio or any of these Detroit niggas, shout out to them. Some of them is peoples for real. You look at them. Why is it that I swear Vizzo could come over here and make noise now? Because Atlanta said, you know what? We kind of like that, Detroit. Come fuck with us. And now y'all got deals.
Right.
Wasn't none of that allowed before Atlanta accepted it? Because Detroit music been hot in Detroit for years. Tyrone, no. I know Tyrone, no.
They love that shit.
Ben. But when did these niggas all get deals? All at the same time. All at the same. You didn't get one Detroit. Other than Big Sean, who don't make Detroit music, so we don't count him as much.
I didn't
And that
know
nigga
Detroit
stink.
got a sound.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear I did not know.
Don't be
Dang.
listening, man.
I just
told
be
you,
thinking-
I
You don't know who
Hey.
I Swear Vizzo is?
I swear I do not.
You know who
bro.
Babyface Ray is?
I do not know any of these.
Damn, you don't know. who
That's
he is.
that's why I'm literally like this is new information. When I heard,
Damn.
I'm like Detroit got a sound. I was like,
A real distinct one too. Like I
Damn.
not like Detroit sound not close.
because
Nah.
It's not close.
Because I think what made what we say, because T Grizzly he's from Detroit, right?
Yep.
Okay, would that be the sound? Because I thought that was the West Coast sound, kind of going off. Would that be a sample?
Yes
of-
and yes and a little tad bit no, because I think once an artist goes really really mainstream like that, I feel like it's a certain. It doesn't take away from it being Detroit music, but it's a certain little like, all right, you're on the radio twist. Like, we can still be Detroit, but we need a little more. You feel me?
Right,
As
right.
opposed to a nigga in the streets, he fully Detroit. But Detroit is like cousins to us in LA,
Okay.
so it's very similar.
the same
Okay,
culture.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay,
very
okay,
it's very
okay,
similar.
okay,
I
okay,
think
okay.
Detroit got Atlanta approval.
Hmm.
I swear Vizzo got 2 future features on his last album.
And them shits go. Them shits is
Shot
hits.
nigga, we make a tape in one day. Like, LA don't hide that.
Wow. This is some new information that I'm literally sitting there. I'm like, I thought,
Nah.
Give him some albums to listen to. He will listen to them that you think represent Detroit.
yeah,
We'll get
that's more
there.
of a that's
I
more
got
of a
you,
text.
though,
That's
for
a
sure.
way.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
more of a
For
text.
sure.
You know,
I'm just saying, I'm
I got you,
saying.
though, for sure.
Because I really be thinking like,
You ain't heard Babyface Ray?
no.
The
Well,
record
no,
he
no,
got
no,
with
no.
Jack Harlow?
You know what? I have heard of him. I'm not a person who knows
Paperwork
names
Party.
like that when it comes to like if I hear the actual
You're
song.
probably, okay.
Exactly, but with him, with like a lot of rappers, when it comes, because too many niggas kind of got the same name. So within that, it's kind of hard to tell who. Like I remember niggas was confusing Lil Baby for.
Da baby.
Come on, man! Like
Ain't no confusion now.
that. Of course.
Shout out to Lil Baby.
Hey, shout,
Man,
yeah,
that nigga, the baby
hey,
suck. I've been trying to tell niggas that for a long time. That nigga stinks.
He doesn't like the baby, but
He's never like.
I mean,
That's not true. He had some shit at first.
no,
That
he
nigga
got
Mm.
it's just too consistent for him every time. It's like, bro, okay, we hear the same shit, bro. Come on, you gotta give us something new. Like, isn't it consistent? And it's the same wordplay he uses consistently. It's like,
He got one song that we just heard on. What was we watching? $1 Million Worth of Game.
mhm.
And he was on there and they played a song off his album in the intro. It was crazy. I don't know what it was. It was
That's
fire.
the thing. That's the one thing about the baby. He literally will have a song that you'll literally be sitting there like,
Nah,
what
some
the
of that shit.
Yeah,
be
I
like,
mean,
what
he
the-
could-
like,
he
what-
could get it.
what the-
for
crazy.
sure.
He'd be like, what the fuck was that? You know what? Like, and you be sitting there, and then you hear it, then you start going, and the nigga start dropping some other. It's like, okay, bro, damn. But he got like that. He got one he got one that's gonna hit it like every month or 2 months or so. He gonna have that one banger out of like 60 sinkers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fuck.
cause he drop a lot of music.
God, lie.
He drop a lot of music. It's the truth, bro. Hey, shout out to you though.
How you gonna shout him out
Nah,
after?
fuck that nigga. That nigga's a bad person.
Don't we gonna separate y'all.
Hey,
'cause we
these
don't
views
want-
do not reflect anybody else on this podcast.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
It's just this nigga.
I feel that way personally.
It's just this nigga.
Fuck
you
the
know,
baby.
yeah. We'll blink that out. But basically, I just feel I think with all these rappers, I definitely didn't understand the sound, but now I mean, I just thought Detroit was Michigan. So I didn't even know like when you said Detroit don't got that many black people. They got black people in
Well,
Detroit.
let me not
Let's say
speak on
they
that
got
as much,
black people in
but-
Detroit, but Michigan as a whole, that's
Imagine
kind of
what it is.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of surrounded with
Hey,
exactly. So now I definitely could feel you on that one. I think
them
yeah,
niggas come here.
man. Everyone come here though. I think this has definitely become the melting pot. New York was a melting pot, but Atlanta seems to be the melting pot for everywhere. I know Philly niggas, and
I know everybody. knows.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and you just be sitting there like, why y'all come down here? Man, I'm just looking. I'm just looking for opportunity, bro. I'm
Shit,
just,
opportunity and cheap rent.
No, Philly niggas.
I do
Opportunity
know.
and
I
cheap
do know
rent.
some Philly niggas.
You know niggas from Philly. You don't know Philly niggas.
Okay. You know what?
Shout out my
Them
nigga.
niggas just be talking.
Shout
You don't
out
know
my
Philly
nigga.
niggas.
You got it. Hey, you
I
know
know,
what?
man. That's
Shout
all
out
right.
my nigga.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you. You know Philly niggas?
I don't. I don't
Okay.
want to either.
Okay.
Shout out to them niggas though. Stay where y'all at.
Nah. They gonna come just
Do
like
y'all
you.
know Philly niggas? Tyron, you know Dewan?
I know Philly niggas.
That's
man.
a Philly nigga.
I know Philly
That's
niggas.
a real
man.
Philly nigga. He in Philly
Damn,
right now.
I ain't seen
He in
Dewan
Philly
in
right
hella
now.
long.
He in Philly right now.
Shout out to
That's-
Philly, man.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Niggas
But
love cheesesteaks.
stupid.
I ain't gonna lie, I get chicken cheesesteaks. Or
All
chicken
that shit-
cheese.
All that shit crazy.
It's all good. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I'm this way. But basically,
Oh
what
my
I'm gonna say here
gosh.
is that, you know,
You asking another question?
actually, I was just gonna let me just finish my two. Mozzie, I really fuck with that nigga.
Shout out Mozzie.
These are just my like I said, my top three, and I would definitely say,
Shout out to the fellow, man. I'm not gonna let that go. Shout out to Mozzie, man. Beautiful
Yeah, I mean,
moment,
shout
man.
out to Mozzie.
We love
I
Mozzie,
just,
man.
I really
Yeah, shout out
do
to
like
Mozzie.
all jokes aside, like that nigga just seemed like a cool, just like a cool individual based off of just like what he believes in. Like I saw a whole interview of him, like just the concept of what he's been through and like how he raises his kids, like, and then like on top of that his music. I just like the way he rap as well. Everything about him, he's just a cool ass nigga, and you know I ain't gonna dick ride anymore, but that's about it. I know it's not as I'm saying.
On to the next
That's
question.
what I'm saying, but you know, let's move on. But does anybody else have any?
Yeah,
other
I-
Top
questions?
three.
No,
Oh,
it was only-
I thought
you only
I
said
don't even
two
know
people.
niggas from LA.
That's my
Did you say
point.
2 or 3?
I said two. I was gonna say, and this is not even because I like him, because I don't like any of his music, but I do just I don't know. He just seemed like that dude. Too Short.
He's not from LA.
I thought he was from.
He said West Coast. You said
Oh,
West Coast.
okay.
Yeah,
You
West
right,
Coast,
you
yeah,
right,
yeah,
you
yeah.
right. I'm
Cause
sorry.
I
was about to say.
no. Too Short.
You
Too
right.
Short is to me. Every time I hear that nigga on the song, I'm like, yeah, what's my? I'm like, oh, what's my fave? Yeah, you know. So I always I switch.
Bitch.
Yeah, right,
Why
like,
they
come
gotta
on.
Like
say
I
it like
said, like short.
Hey.
And that's the thing. That nigga got a legendary line. Bitch, when you hear that, you know who it is. Come on. J. Cole tried to do it, but you know, that's not J. Cole thing. You know, he tried to, but that's not, you know.
J. Cole's bitch was hard off
I know Forbidden
Born
Fruit.
Sinner.
What is it?
Off Born Sinner. Bitch.
Yeah.
bitch. Look at the D voice like bitch.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. He did a whole thing. Too Short is consistently saying bitch and he says it on all his shit. And it's like you just like, damn, that's a
How much Too
signature.
Short are you listening to?
Huh?
How many Too Short songs have
I'm
you
not
heard?
Not much. He just sung one
I
song.
hold on. I've listened to a lot of Too Short, just like in features, and I just love every
Just
time.
like it.
Just in features. That's all I care about.
I'm sorry, your favorite
you
artist
listening
can't
to?
be somebody you only listen to on features.
That's what I said.
You
That's
said
what I
you
said.
don't like none of that nigga music.
I
That's-
don't.
That was
I
the
don't.
first thing you
I
said.
did. That's what I said. I just really like every time I hear him on the feature, bro. This nigga just, I be like, damn, that nigga, that shit hard. Hey, there's some feature rappers out there that I just really think they just feature rappers, and it's okay to be feature rappers. You making money off of other niggas,
Damn,
but I wouldn't
I
listen to
feel
your
it.
project. No,
Damn.
Let's name some names.
some
No,
no.
I'm not
No.
naming
Come
it.
on, man.
So,
Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Listen,
about it.
listen,
These niggas
listen.
can't rap for real.
You talk about
Put a
it.
name
What's-
on it.
No. What's some niggas? SOB.
Oh, chill,
SOBRB the
man.
gang. But shout out to the boy. He just came to the house.
Listen, let me be real.
He was at the studio the
Let
other
me
day.
be real. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Niggas might rob you.
I
Better
listen.
calm
I
down.
listened to the. I listened to the album. That one album after it came out of the Black Panther thing.
That's what
I
you
listened
listen
to. I listened to. That's what I'm saying. That's when I was introduced. That's when I was introduced. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I
Damn.
listened to the one song. No, I'm saying I listened to the one song.
Okay.
Love that song. Out of that Black Panther album.
You
I
heard
listened to
Gang
the
Gang?
album.
So you heard ganging.
Exactly.
Ganging.
I
Ganging.
did not
Listen
like
to
that.
me.
I didn't like that much. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause it just seemed like it was kind of all over the place.
MC and backpack, little
Hey,
nigga
man.
backpack. Fuck where that ass at, bitch. Where that cash at?
Listen, I'm just
Hey,
gonna be
man.
honest.
Shout out to the young niggas, man.
I wasn't a fan of it. That's all I'm saying. But I listened. First time I heard them on the Black Panther. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then I listened to, gave it a try, and I wasn't really feeling it. And that's why I was like, okay, they seem like kind of feature artists, huh? But I don't know. I don't
I
necessarily.
niggas to be a feature artist.
That's my point. I didn't even know. I thought I swear I thought it was two niggas. I
It's a
didn't,
bunch of them, but I think it's like 4 or 5, maybe 6. That's like
cause it's
really do music. I
The-
think. I don't know.
the one nigga I really messed with was a nigga who on paramedic. Well, nigga who came in just acting like it was like, man.
I don't even know that song like that. To tell you, that's like not an SOB song. People.
I just really messed with that nigga based off of he literally just came in like having the heat. Like he was like, then the nigga, he was kind of smooth with it. He was like, hey, you know, this is me. That's my point. The nigga who said that shit. That nigga was hard. That's what I said.
I don't know that song like that.
You remember?
Niggas who listen to SOB is not playing Paramedics. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I guess so.
It's a movie track list.
That's my point. But
that was a great movie track.
It was. It was great. It was Kendrick did amazing.
Yeah.
It was great.
It wasn't. They wasn't playing it on the movie. I'm just saying they wasn't playing it on the movie. They was playing that shit like.
I'm gonna move forward and ask my question because I only listen to R&B. Sorry, guys.
Talk that talk. What's up?
Okay, but it's not about music. Anyway, my question is, what would you say your biggest fear is?
Fear?
Yeah.
Whew.
Fear.
Okay, deep questions, huh?
You got an answer to
You
that?
know?
Go ahead.
I'm claustrophobic
Yeah, okay.
off rip, so that ain't gonna work.
That's your biggest. What about if you in like a booth or something and it's kind of small?
Nah. It's only when I can't escape on my own.
That's some shit right there.
Yeah.
You ever been like kind of trapped in a blanket? listen.
He's trying to be like a nice guy, and you're making it hard.
I'm just saying. You
I
ever
feel
been
like-
trapped in a blanket, bro?
What?
It's
so
something
funny, bro.
serious, bro. You ever been trapped in a
nigga
blanket?
together.
Like one
God.
time,
Breathe,
No,
bitch.
listen. One time, my brother basically kind of, I was young, so he kind of like, he put a blanket over me, but he kind of closed the exits, and I was like, oh shit, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He could escape.
I felt like I was
He's
like
saying
I
he
was
was
losing
little
my
and he couldn't get
brain,
out.
bro.
Like he couldn't find
Like
a way
literally,
out.
and that shit scared me. Like I just can't be in a tight situation. Like, man,
What's an example
that's great.
for
That's
you
a great.
that
That's
like?
a great one.
I-
bro.
Like being in the backseat of that car.
I can't even. Yeah, I can't.
Oh.
Any coupe, I ain't seen no backseat of no coupe.
Wow.
You say y'all
I
gonna have to
can't.
call me an Uber, bro. Y'all gotta
can't.
call me
No,
an
for real.
Uber, dude.
No, for real.
Nah.
Like it's too small back here.
I feel you, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Dang,
Yeah. What about y'all?
man.
Oh, I thought we were going in like you got one.
You want to go, Marco?
You look like you still thinking.
Fear?
Don't be that nigga.
Fear?
Don't be that nigga. I don't fear nothing, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna be that nigga. I ain't gonna be that nigga, but like,
I think I said this before.
I,
I feel like I said this.
I don't know. Biggest fear? I mean, I have fears, but I'm trying to think of what's like the most traumatic one. You know what? One of my biggest fears would be for. Damn, this kind of fucked up. All of the qualities that I seen in the two father figures in my life as a child. I ain't gonna be too disrespectful. They both had certain qualities that I didn't like despise. I think any young man who's grew up in like a step family household, or has, experienced seeing their mama get abused or anything like that. My biggest fear is to grow up and people know me for the same qualities I used to dislike them for. I'm 23 now. Me and my stepdad have worked it out. We're friends. Me and my real dad are kind of friends.
Getting there.
Yeah, we getting there. You feel me? Like
yeah.
it's been like 2 years. We getting there. We figuring it out. But we talk way more often now. But I think that would be my biggest fear. Like I grow up and I'm 30, 40, or I'm a superstar. It could be 25. I'm 23. It could be 25. And people are pointing out qualities in me that are similar to the ones that I despise. I think that would be a big fear. Like that would probably make me cry.
No. That's some serious shit right there. Like you just be, especially the people you don't even look up to, and you realize you like, oh, what the fuck?
Like, hold on, I'm acting
I
like that.
do the same thing.
Hey.
That shit.
Ooh,
Wow,
that
bro.
was a good one.
Yeah, I'm a. He said. Let me take that back. It's not claustrophobic. I mean, but, nah. I think listen. When people hear this one, I know what y'all gonna say, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's just a fear I've had. I seen a movie. I think it was called Lockdown or something like that. But when it comes to rape, I don't want to like
He
literally.
agreed.
Listen,
He said,
listen.
Wait,
Listen.
I gotta see where you're going with
Listen,
this. Wait,
I,
what?
listen.
Yeah, you said jail?
No,
You said rape.
being raped, bro. That shit.
Just in general.
That's what I'm saying. That
He's like
shit.
talking about jail. Okay, so being raped
Yes.
or being accused of rape
No. Being raped,
by a man or anybody, period.
bro.
just rape,
Yes,
period.
bro. Like them niggas in prison. Like I said.
Oh, so you talking about like that?
I
Like
think I told you.
like the likelihood that like I said, I'm just saying when it comes to niggas in prison, bro. When I saw that movie, it was a movie. This nigga got raped. I seen it, and that shit for like you talk. I couldn't sleep for a whole week.
You're not no little dude though. Ain't nobody
No.
in the streets,
No,
in
no,
prison.
No. But that's
You
my
might be
point.
burnt, but
Just that concept of literally like.
of a nigga forcing you.
Bro, like,
okay.
cause like
That's a
think
good one.
about this. This nigga didn't even he. I don't know if you seen the movie that I seen, but this nigga went up to this nigga said, "Hey, bro, I got some comics, bro." I was like, oh, this nigga just chilled. You know, they're trying to make, cause you know, in prison, you trying to find something. Like you got to be around something because you know, shoot. If you don't have, if you're not a Muslim, if you're not, you know, if you're not part of,
you have to be connected to someone.
somewhere or someone. That's what you gotta do in prison. Because once you find that base, you know, you kind of have that protection in a way. But that nigga came in, he said, "Hey, bro, I got some, you know, comics. You know, if you look," he's like, "Yeah, these are really cool. These really cool." Nigga came from the back. White dude came from the back. I don't know if you seen this movie.
I've
The
never
white dude-
seen this movie.
White dude came from the back. He said, "Oh yeah, you're my bitch." And I swear, I swear, this nigga said, "What?" And then this nigga said, "What?" And then all of a sudden, nigga bent him over, and I was like, "Oh, bruh." And that shit's been a fear of mine for the
What
longest.
age was you when you seen it?
Bruh, I was about maybe 11.
My
I
kids
had-
ain't watch no D movies.
Exactly.
Today 16.
It was on BET
Niggas
though.
is scarred
It was
on BET.
on BET, bro.
I can't even
Come
watch my
on.
BT Awards before.
Come
me.
on,
It's
bro.
over.
Like literally, I
Over it.
remember I seen that. I said, bro, that's fuck. That I was like, man, bro, I ain't. That's why
I never knew that was the root of it.
that shit freaked me out till this day, man. I looked at that. I was like, bro, this nigga just. Oh, he
You
just.
not no little dude though, bro.
Listen, all I'm. It don't. If it was.
If they catch you
It
from
was a.
surprise.
That's what I'm saying. It was two of them. It was a big ass nigga, and he just came out of nowhere, held him down. Just imagine that shit. He holding you
I feel
down.
it in prison, but outside.
Oh no.
Nobody
That's what,
snatching
but
you
that's
up,
my. All I'm saying. I think is. I guess.
It's just the overall idea.
Just the
of-
idea of
okay.
it just really freaks me out, bro. It's just a fear of mine. Like it's like I'm not around. I guess if someone who had a fear of spiders, they're not around spiders, but
Yeah,
if they ever
yeah,
seen that, they'll be
they
like, oh,
know.
what the fuck?
Okay.
You know, like yeah, that's just that shit really
I don't
freaks.
think nobody be around rape.
Yeah.
Well,
Make sure Sagoon
I
don't go to
think that's
prison.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Make sure he don't go to prison.
And it's I guess when you said when you think about it, it's just rape altogether. Because
Yeah.
I can't.
It's the concept of
I can't,
forcing somebody
like,
into an interaction.
Come
like,
on, that
yeah,
shit really
it's sick.
weirds me out. Like
It's sick for sure.
Like just to see like, oh my goodness, bro. And the nigga just doing it. Niggas is weird, bro. Real weird.
Yeah.
Cause it's just niggas, really. I mean,
Wait,
it's really niggas out here raping. You know.
oh,
raping.
you saying like women don't really rape
Well,
people
I don't-
as much? I mean, they do it, but it's not as
I mean,
common.
women do.
That's what I'm saying.
Women are dang, this is deep. We went from Agua Artifi to deep. Okay, so on a deep note, what it is especially black men, I feel like we're taught this thing young, so we're like, if you don't pursue her, you're a certain type of way,
Right.
Mhm.
and that could
You
be
pussy.
that could be a plethora.
You pussy, basically.
That and you could be a bitch, you could be gay, it could be a plethora of categories you get put in
Right.
when you turn down women interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So because we're taught that so young, there are women in this world who are manipulative off of that, and they understand like this young kid doesn't want his friends to laugh at him for not having sex with me,
Right.
so I'm gonna play on that and become manipulative. Or he's a child, he doesn't understand what he's doing. I understand what he's doing, but so I'm gonna manipulate it into a certain way. I think women,
More crafty behind.
yeah, I think men is more force, which is sick in itself. Both of these are sick.
Mhm.
But men is more forceful, women is more manipulative, and then it gets to a point where men, where it's like, you feel like you've been molested, but you're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, oh, we did this and I didn't really want to, but like I'm supposed to want to,
Mhm.
but like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe she didn't. And then, this other girl who got raped was forced. I wasn't really forced. You were forced. You were manipulated. You didn't even know what you were doing.
Yeah.
So I think it just, we got to shed light on rape and molestation and any of those factors as a whole, because it's not right regardless. And I think as black men, we got to put more of a focus on our mental health, because I know men who have been raped and don't view it as they've been raped.
Mm-hmm.
But I know based on how the situation was explained, or however the case may be, like, no, that was manipulation. That wasn't, I'm attracted to you, you attracted to me, let's have sex. That was
I know.
far different than that, so.
I know a nigga who literally, he was drunk, flat out drunk. Nigga woke up, girl riding him, then went back to sleep. Woke up, still riding him. Then he literally couldn't remember a single thing that happened that night. And they was like, "You good?" And I was like, basically, his boys were saying, "You good?" and everything. And he was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "Bro, you was doing it." And he was like, "Y'all ain't help me? Y'all ain't like come get her off me?" They was like, "Nah, bro. I walked in and I saw you and I said, this nigga was flat out just like, could you imagine? Like, come on, somebody just flat out like this." And because he a nigga, you like, yeah, he getting it in.
He getting some play. Like,
Come
how you
on,
know he wanted some play?
Like, come on, like that shit is crazy to me. But a lot of women would be like, "Nah, he probably."
Yeah,
Yes, I ain't gonna go into that.
That's
man,
sick either which way to go, for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, Mariah, your fear.
I think I've just realized that my greatest fear is like rejection. Because I just haven't had to deal with it a lot. So like, as you get older, you have to get out of your comfort zone and like make stuff happen. So like just seeing me so afraid to even reach out or get opportunities because I'm like, oh, I don't want to get rejected, like, and figuring out that's the core of it. So yeah, definitely rejection for me.
You wanna know what helped me with that? Realizing it's just 2 letters.
That's what people say, but it's hard
It's
to
just
get in that mindset of like,
I try to figure out. I said, because my brother freaked me out with this one. I told her, my brother, he a little weird, but basically, my brother told me.
What story he about to tell?
He
so
said,
I apologize
listen,
in advance.
He said, listen, you want to know the one people who hate rejection? Rapists. I said, God damn it.
What?
He got to listen. He got a point there. He got a point. I said, listen, think about it. Think about it, bro. Rapists, they don't like to.
We are not about to talk.
Hold on. Listen. Rapists, instead of them just asking a question, just asking a question, right? just asking a question, right? Asking a question and just saying, hey, let me talk to you. Instead of just asking, they like, why would I ask that question? She could say no. So what they do, they take it, and that's what I'm just saying.
That's not my situation.
I'm just letting you know. I tried. That's how it scared me, and I said, hey, I'm asking for everything. I don't care if you say no, yes, I'm gonna ask for it. That's just how it is,
Well,
man.
you and your wife gonna have to talk about that point.
Hey, man,
y'all got that one.
I'm scared of rapists altogether. So
I'm
just
gonna say is
Don't bring me into.
I think knowing the potential of a win being on the other side is what makes it okay to miss.
Yeah.
I say put in perspective this: if it's 3 seconds on the shot clock, and you shoot and you don't shoot, y'all are losing.
Period. Yeah.
But if you shoot, and that's cliche because we hear that as kids, you miss 100% of the shots you never take, but it's really, really true. So you get that urge like, I don't want to be let down. I don't want to be told no. But what if they tell you yes?
Exactly.
They can't tell you yes, and they can't tell you yes until you ask.
Yeah.
They can tell you no without you opening your mouth.
Yeah.
But they can't tell you yes until
it's
you
a no
ask.
if you
It's
don't
a no
open-
if you don't ask.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same result, except your pride. So your pride is saved,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but we didn't achieve our goals. But you got that pride. You at home like, yeah, I feel good. Ain't no motherfucker ever told me no, and we broke.
Yeah.
So I think I used to kind of be like that, but I just kind of got out. I don't want to say just kind of got out of it because it's still a thing, but I just think when you want your win so bad, when you really want this to happen, them no's don't matter. Because like you're gonna tell me no, and then I'm gonna go somewhere else, and they're gonna tell me yes. Or if you tell me no, I'm gonna convince you why you should have said yes, and then you're gonna say yes.
Exactly.
It's so many paths. It's like don't let that bother you.
Yeah.
Every label in New York or in America or wherever the hell told Jay-Z no, and I'm one of the biggest artists, businessmen to ever live. So imagine if all 12 of them, whatever labels, told him no, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm selling drugs the rest of my life." Then.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So I was,
Yeah. No, I
That's
appreciate that. I'm gonna try.
I can't tell you say no that you don't like to ask though. I can't tell because y'all
Me?
do it. Yeah, because y'all do it. The people I know who don't like to be told no don't even make it this far. Like y'all have a pocket. Y'all are doing great. Like,
but that's because, like, I'm gonna be real. And I hate to hype him up because he's so arrogant. Like, without him, like, I honestly probably wouldn't like ask for a lot of the things that I do because, like, even the
so
job
you found a
I
great
just got-
spouse. You found a great spouse. I think, and that's the other thing too. When people think about spouses, they think about just like how much you like them.
Yeah.
But it's like
So much more than that.
y'all talking about 40 years in. It got to be a lot more than us just liking each other. I might not like you for a little bit because you get on my. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like having a good spouse and a good partner is being able to admit that, like, now he pushes me to do this.
Absolutely.
That means you made it. Them rings were great decisions. That's what that
Mhm.
means.
You know,
So
honestly,
shout out to y'all.
I'm like this.
Thank you.
Me and
For sure.
Tyrone, we're this. You know, I'm like this to him as well. I'm
No, you're not.
basically.
Not even a little bit. You do a lot of bitch ass shit. I don't know what be going on with you, bro.
No, but Tyrone, what would be your biggest fear?
Large birds. Octopi. You ever seen an octopus, bro?
Not
Could you
even
imagine?
So you got. Hold on,
But
you got.
listen, but wait. If it's an octopus where that light is,
I'm shook.
how many of us are gonna be okay? What? How does the rest of your day
I'm
go?
saying you straight. That's
No, you not, bro, because you don't know what that nigga could do.
A big
You ain't
octopus,
never seen
his
him before.
tentacles wrapping
That
around the
nigga could
poles
do
and
anything.
shit.
That nigga is 16 feet. That nigga is 16 feet long.
Party.
You
He
talking
can
about-
touch you
you
from
talk-
right
well,
there.
Hold on. You talking about a
He
huge
go-
octopus?
I don't,
tap you
I
on
don't
the
care what
shoulder.
size it is, nigga. When this nigga do this and he's stuck to your face, what you gonna do then?
That is
When the octopus put his tentacle on your white face and say she pretty, what you gonna do?
I don't know, man. I think. Okay.
This nigga's dead, bro. If a shoe bill crane was in here right now, nobody's having a good day.
No, actually, no.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. If that nigga in the corner, I'm uncomfortable for the
Listen,
rest of the show.
I can understand a bird because them niggas weird. Like they literally them big ass birds.
You don't know what an octopus is. You ain't never interacted with them.
You know more about a
you-
bird than an octopus. You don't know what.
I feel like
what
I
it
feel
get
like an
out there.
octopus. You know, there's a whole bunch of a lot of niggas be eating octopuses and like all that. You know, but
what does that have to do with anything?
But I'm saying if they could,
People
if they
eat
be
buffalo.
killing
You
them-
gonna go squabble with a buffalo?
hell no. But you know,
Like,
man,
I
you
don't
not
wanna
the
see
killer.
octopus.
Like,
I guess I wouldn't. I don't know. I've never really thought about like seeing an octopus. Like I would have
That's
to be
what
in
I'm
a
telling
situation.
you.
You actually thought
you'd
about
fold
this.
Yeah,
up.
how did you
if this
think
door,
about
if this door
Y'all don't
open,
be
and
in
he
the
walk
ocean?
around and sit right there.
Y'all
I
don't
just be
out
looking at
on
it.
the
I just be like,
Y'all
I
like
be
the
He
beach.
just asked. I asked him how did he think about being afraid of an octopus. He said, "Y'all don't be in the ocean. Do you be in the ocean?"
Yeah, bro. You ain't never been to the
Well, hold on,
beach.
hold on,
Yes,
hold
I've
on,
been to the
hold on.
beach.
So what are you talking about?
But those type of animals are far back.
I be far back.
Doing what?
Fishing,
Wait, you can swim?
parasailing. Yeah,
The
I
nigga
get
not from
down.
here.
Crazy.
I get down. I have
Come on.
great vacations.
Come on.
Great vacation.
When the last time
Ah.
you've been to a beach though?
At least 3 years.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's been a while. I ain't,
Man,
Hey,
damn.
I ain't
been on vacation
The
in a
world was shut
long
down for a
time.
year and a
Nah,
half.
you said 3 years, nigga. Fuck out of here. Don't do that. Don't
I
do
mean,
that
that's
shit.
a
Nigga,
year
I
and a
was
half,
at work.
2 years.
I was at work the first year. Fuck.
The first year.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny.
But nah, that is interesting. I never even thought about an octopus. That's
I know. It's
That's-
amazing the thing people think about.
nah,
'cause I never
Tyrone.
thought.
That was. I definitely agree. You ever seen a flamingo?
I don't want smoke
Them
with no
niggas.
birds.
Them niggas crazy.
Anything that can fly and be on land.
Oh, God, don't touch up. Come on.
How you
got it.
win?
He said.
You know, go in the air, reset, and come down. You on the ground panting.
Nigga out of breath. He up
You
there.
panting. He up there chilling.
Nigga not even flapping. Now he just cruising. Now we just gliding. You fucked in 10 minutes, bruh. When I get off this current, nigga, it's over.
Burnt.
Oh my goodness. Whatever.
Cold world.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing
man.
birds.
Nah.
A
Tyrone
hawk,
has-
if a hawk was in this room, everybody's stressed out.
Oh,
Nah, owls do
But they're
freak me out.
actually
I don't know
really
about y'all. Owls freak me out. That
My nigga, you don't want to see none of them shits.
owls out there. Would they be doing this? Hold on. And they head is this way. They just be looking at you like that.
it's those eyes.
You can't do nothing about that, bro.
And then when that nigga see you, he go,
Hey,
he's-
what's
Them
y'all-
niggas got talons.
What's y'all biggest accomplishment since you graduated high school? What are you the most proud of?
woo.
Dang.
brother.
You
Let
wanna
me
go
tell you
first?
this.
It's autobiography time.
I know.
No,
I
that
gotta
was a
think
that
about
was
it.
a
Man, that's
great question. Woof.
Cause not shit.
Because
Tyrone,
I had a feeling he was gonna say it, but I didn't want to just.
don't answer his question.
I was joking. It was just a joke. But I think you know what, my biggest accomplishment would definitely have to be. I don't want to say this.
We
but
talked about dead air. Who got an answer right now, and then we can come back to him.
I would have to say marrying Mariah has to be my
You a
biggest.
player. I like
No,
that.
No.
I knew
I
it.
like that.
No. But
I like that.
It's the I don't think I think
Hey, man,
I
that
think a
shit-
lot of this is like there's a lot that came with it, the territory, and
Speak on it.
just when just like us being friends for so long, and
Who made the first move?
obviously me.
I'm a lady.
How long? No. Fuck that.
I know.
Listen,
Women be interested, but instead of being direct, they do the little slick. You feel me?
That's true, that's
So was you kind of like peeping my boy before,
Oh,
or was it
no.
like he pushed up on you and then you thought about it like, damn, maybe this would be cool?
That's exactly
what.
That's
That's
exactly what
it happened
was.
for
sure.
it happened for both of us because it was like I literally looked at the situation. And I was like, I was in a situation, so
Not a situation.
He was in a relationship.
I
He-
know.
that's a situation.
He
It's
was
a-
cheating on his bitch. With
No,
Mariah.
he wouldn't. Tyrone,
Nigga,
that is
Mariah was the side
that
piece,
is a
and now
whole
Yo,
and
lie.
this
He
is-
is
you know
a
when they be like,
liar.
you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
well, hold
You
on,
know
hold on.
what?
I know
You
you're
know.
not talking.
Tyrone.
Wait, I know.
Tyrone.
I know you're not talking.
Is this what you want to do?
Let's not.
Congrats, Mariah.
He is so
You made it
lying.
out the streets.
No. Honestly, what happened
And then Mariah was
was.
cheating on Shagun
Shut the
too.
fuck up, nigga.
Remember?
Like I said,
Remember?
basically,
Okay, you're out of
Only
control.
one of
What's
that
going on?
only one of that's true. Basically, what I will say here,
Well,
is-
goddamn.
what I will say here is like because of
They made it though, yo.
because of the situation that I was kind of in, I was looking at it from an aspect of I was fearful of if I ended this relationship, like how would that affect me? And like even like I think Will Smith said it's like you in something, but you start. Yeah, he said it like he literally said it. He said back then he was really in love with Jada. Even though we all know what's happening now. We're not talking about that. We're talking about literally back then he was in love with Jada, but he was still married. And he was not, and it was like one of those things where you're not happy in a relationship.
So you had checked out of you was in a relationship, you was
Mhm.
already checked out of, but it was hard for you to actually end the relationship. And then you found Mariah and was like, wait, not only am I checked out of my relationship, I have a place in my heart for somebody else too.
Yes and no, because I wasn't necessarily checked out. It was one of those things where it's like I am fighting for something not because of what the person was, but just the aspect of literally just ending that and just the fear of ending that and that
I get
person
it.
like literally I'm losing a friend. I'm losing that person for forever.
Yeah, it's hard to. I understand for sure.
I think, and with Mariah, it was more of a thing where we were friends, and we were friends like we've been friends since high school, and literally we just kept being friends. And she, in a way, I mean, we said this more like I'm just a friend that like all my friends, like I'm just always there for a lot of them. And with her, it just seemed like she was in a situation that it wasn't the best for her as well. And it kind of came down to it where we just kind of, every time we hung out with each other, it just felt right. And it's like, when you hang out with someone, it's not like when you kind of look at it where it's like, oh yeah, it's cool now. But like literally we was hanging out and literally it was just like, damn, like this is really cool. Like this is a vibe. It's hard to find someone that you hang out with 9 times out of 10 and you don't hate them. Not you because you kind of hate them like 3 or 4 times out of that 9 times. I'm serious. There be them friends that you be like, what the fuck, bro? I still fuck with you though, but you be like, nah, I did not want to hang out with this person. That's just it. But every time we hung out, it just always seemed right, and I think that's just a blessing within that, and I was just blessed to actually have the courage and just kind of stand up and just kind of
I tried to put as least amount of judgment on people in their heart as possible, especially with relationships, because I understand that relationships and love can be very confusing.
Woof.
And as humans, it's hard sometimes to really know and read our emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm the type of person where right is right and wrong is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do something that's wrong, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, you kind of play her that was wrong. You was a little manipulative, whatever the case is, but I don't judge it because then your heart was involved. Like, you was trying to make the best decision for your partner for the future. Like, I know that's a tricky decision. So, you know, I don't place judgment on people when they do certain things. Now, can I tell you, it's like, if you cheat, you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
wrong. You feel me? You wrong. Like, I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but am I gonna just place judgment like I'm perfect? No. I'm gonna understand like our emotions get the best of we are humans. We fuck up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
That's very
I
true.
think the one thing about like that aspect is I'm trying to find a balance of trying to, I guess, I'm a very black and white person. Like, I kind of have this mindset of, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong.
like that. I like
My only issue is that sometimes I go way too hard. I really do. You know, I think I'm trying to find the balance of just trying to I can understand. I understand a lot of it, but I'm just always like, I understand it, but you still ain't shit. That's my mindset. Like, I'm always like,
Instead of understanding the human aspect behind
Right.
it.
If that's wrong, you shouldn't have did it.
it's that's wrong. You shouldn't do it. But
So you gotta open the empathy part of your heart.
Exactly, because it's like I'm empathizing, but at the end of the day, I am, because of my culture, we empathize in a way where we
I can only imagine.
that's my point. It's like we still like, we understand, we definitely understand, but it's fuck you, and that's it. It's like we definitely understand temptations. We understand.
Y'all are very principle driven.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's the
I
one
get it.
that's the balance I'm trying to find within my life, to try to still have those principles, but understand that, okay, people are not like you. People aren't, you know, always gonna be having this mindset like you. So I can't expect this thing out of everyone, but there are a select few I expect more from, and that's what I
feel that
realized.
for
You know,
sure.
I expect more from my wife. Simple as that.
I feel that.
You know, but
Yep, for
that's
sure.
man. I see, and it's probably because I kept talking. But no.
Yeah,
Don't even sweat it. But
Yeah, we ain't
honestly,
tripping, fuck
yeah.
it. We still
That's what I
rocking.
say exactly. So, but
They can hear us.
hey, man. But really, it's just one of those things where I realize more and more, like, you know, I gotta be
More understanding.
have some growth. Yes, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
But what was his question?
Biggest.
Oh yeah, let's get to y'all biggest
big-
accomplishment since high school, since 2016. We all walked that stage. What do y'all feel like y'all so proud of since?
So since he said that, I'll choose something else. Because that's one of them.
That's a given.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
like
given.
duh. But I would say the job that I just got, I'm really happy about it. And you know,
Tell
to
them what
have-
it is. Tell them what
Can we
it
speak
is.
on that on air?
Tell 'em
Oh
what it is.
yeah. So it's a care social media specialist for Instacart.
Okay.
And I'm just like super excited about it because, you know, I graduated in December,
Mhm.
and to get something, you know, within my career field within
Super dope.
not that long, almost a year, you know, I'm just grateful for it because I know that's not everyone's situation.
For sure.
And I'm just not the type of person who could work a regular 9 to 5 for too long. So I think God knew that, and He was like, "Let me get you in something that you can at least do." That's not the ultimate goal, but it is one of the things that I really do enjoy doing. So I'm very grateful and happy about it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang, you know what? Let me take mine back. Listen.
Don't take it back. Leave it on the floor and add another one.
Shit.
Don't take it back.
He got a second one.
No,
He
no,
got
take it back.
I definitely just want to say, I definitely think doing stand up first time ever and hearing a laugh, just one laugh I heard, that
Warms your
one,
heart.
huh?
It warms your heart.
Bro, it's not even a warm my heart. It literally took my heart, served it some dinner, and just literally just did everything for it. And it was probably my wife. It was probably someone else. But when I heard it,
I don't laugh when other people don't.
yeah,
laugh.
I know. But I'm just
I
saying,
feel it.
as I'm saying, in that moment, I was like, oh shoot, hey, you're kind of funny.
As a
That's-
rapper,
you
it's
know,
the same way.
that's what I'm saying, you
I
know.
know at that first, somebody really fuck with it, and
Mm.
you get like, I think what it is, especially when you telling your friends, is you know the difference in like a support laugh and a real laugh. And as an
Mm.
artist, I know the difference in like a, let me repost this song because it's my friend,
Right.
and
I really
hold
like
on, this
it.
record is
Right,
fire. So
right.
but that feeling of the first time you feel like you've figured it out.
Exactly.
It's like, wait, I told a joke and it was in this direction they really fucked with it, or I made a song and they like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's like a spark, and it
Mhm.
pushes you to go crazy forward though. Cause it's one of them things like once you taste it once, you in love with it. Now you want to eat the whole thing. Fuck
Yeah.
sticking my finger in it and tasting it. I need this.
Well,
Yeah.
And it's like
That's
that's
I was like, damn. I was like, that's very
That
graphic.
nigga
I was like, he said, fuck that, bro.
gross.
I want to, you know. I was like, jeez, woo.
And Party is over there just nodding
He's
his head
a-
like, yeah.
Nah, but
I feel it.
nah,
That's
that's definitely the vibe, man.
Well, congratulations
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know,
Thank
that's
you.
I'm Tyrone's funniest friend too.
Tyrone, you want to go
Tyrone,
next? Or
okay.
you want to...
I don't know who watched this show, but if y'all don't know, Tyrone is funny as shit.
He is.
He on Chill Vibes today.
He's
but
acting
Yo.
so...
I'm just chilling, man.
Tyrone.
We'll talk
Oh,
about
my
it once the camera's off.
my biggest accomplishment is probably figuring out myself as a man.
That's important.
Like, bruh, like,
Extremely
Gotta clap
important.
that up.
That's extremely important.
I
Thought that nigga was lost for a
think, bro, I think it's real hard to go through life just not knowing nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like, especially like the years that we in of our lives now. It's like these are the formative years. Like we have to have the foundation of what is gonna be lasting for me.
Mm-hmm.
And figuring out that I'm gonna be alright has been big, bro, for
Yeah.
me.
That's
And
extremely
I
important.
think within like you know, especially you what you were saying, and I just knowing Tyrone, when you don't have those people that have the sense of, I guess, the stability of who they are, and like you don't have that model, that role model to try to say to you, like, you know, like, you know, father figure type situation where they're just like, oh yeah, this is who I want to be. It's kind of hard to see where you want to go. It's hard to figure out. No, I'm just listen. I'm just saying, based off of what you've told me, especially, I know for a fact when you don't have those people in your life that are just, you know,
That nigga be tripping, don't he?
nigga, you don't make it seem.
I think what
Yeah,
he's
huh?
trying to say is when you don't
no.
have someone but you find it on your own, that makes it even better.
No.
That's not what he said.
No.
I think that's what
That's
he's
not-
trying to say.
No.
That's
I
not
know.
what he said.
Listen. This is what he don't make it. He trying to show
But
out.
Don't
show
speak
out.
for him now.
Nah, because we talked about the shit. Don't make it seem like we ain't talking about it. Literally,
But us talking about something
It's you
and
know
you
him.
talking about
you know him.
me
Don't do this.
I
on the
can't-
camera is a lot
Man.
Don't
different.
do that. Don't do that.
it's the open book pop. Like, come on, bro.
But I'm supposed to be.
Don't worry.
open.
I love this dude. He knows that. No, I'm not gonna speak no
We know
smut on
that.
his name. But I'm
We
just
know that.
saying,
We're proud of him.
You
and
know.
we're happy for him.
exactly,
he's happy.
exactly, because it's hard to see that based off of seeing what they were around. You know, seeing what they literally the people.
So
who-
for me, I'm gonna take it off of that song, and I'm gonna just say, as a friend that's known you since being since,
Fucking
and
kids.
understands not only what we've been through in our situations, even together as friends, the situations we've been in as a black man, it is extremely hard to find your path when the biggest path. And I'm gonna be honest, suburbs, hood. As a black man, it is obstacles put in front of us every single day to pull
No
us
doubt,
in
no
directions
doubt.
to do bullshit and get in trouble and ruin our lives. And when you, one, not only evade that, but two, find out what is true to you and what you want to do, that is an amazing, special thing that a big majority of people don't ever experience. So, you know, I'm not Shagun. I can't specifically say what you've been through, but we have our own experience, and because I know how difficult that shit is for not only us, but you specifically, I'm glad to hear that you feel like you found yourself and you on your
Exactly.
path. Like, I'm extremely proud of that. It's a very
Exactly.
difficult thing to do. I know niggas
I
that's
appreciate
40
it,
that
bro.
You know.
still ain't figuring nothing out. So, you know, taking the heat off of my bro,
and
son.
that's what I'm saying.
Just period,
And
I'm
then on
proud.
top of that, no one's expecting you to know shit at 24, 25. You got.
When you supposed to know stuff? 30?
Listen, man. I'm just telling people.
But y'all know stuff, and that makes y'all special.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just letting people know out there. Y'all don't gotta know this shit at 25 because the pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of people put pressure on themselves to know shit, like know where they're supposed to be at and know what, like, you know, the person they're supposed to be at 25, and that's hard.
Most people don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's hard. It's not something that literally Tyrone woke up and said, "Man, I'm this person." No, and for any of us, it's not. We just woke up and said, "I'm this person." It takes time. A lot of us are blessed to see it earlier. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's steps to it and there's levels to it. So don't rush the process, because once you get to the end of it, man, it's beautiful to see it.
And knowing is a great thing. Like for me, I would say knowing what I wanted to do in my future early made life easier for me.
Who you telling,
because it's hard to get manipulated or tricked or pushed to do bullshit when you know what you want to do. Because now the experiment time is gone. I didn't know how to do. I didn't know how I was gonna rap. But anybody who know me, you feel me, especially from even in middle school when I was jerking, like Von, like the music scene, like I knew where I wanted to be. I just didn't know how to get there. But figuring out how to get there is, I would assume, a different smoother path.
Right.
With less frustration, because like I'm frustrated because I can't figure it out, but at least I know what I want to do, as opposed to a person who's like, I don't know what I want to do, nor do I know how to not do what I want to do. Like that's it's a lost space, and you know, I mean, I've been lost before. I always know what I wanted to do, but I've been lost in different aspects in life, and I know that feeling is a crazy feeling.
No,
so when you break out of it and you're like, damn, I feel like I found a representation of a future for me. Like, that's a beautiful thing. So, congratulations to all of y'all for being on that.
Yes, honestly, we ready to hear you.
No, that's what I said. We want to hear you.
Go ahead, party.
Yeah.
Okay, party.
He said. he said, go ahead, party.
I think my greatest accomplishment out of high school had to be just probably just taking on music and really just being able to be successful as a producer so far. So well, I think this had to be my biggest thing, because I tried college, but that wasn't for me, so I didn't. So
yeah, I definitely dabbled. I put my foot in it. I put my foot in it. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely one of those things where it's not for everyone. I realize that more and more, man. It's definitely not for everyone.
But
man.
The fact that you can, like, you know, have an income and make money off of something you love to do, like,
facts.
I feel like anytime you do that is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. And you know, me and Tyrone, we got this rap group we trying to make. And we
What's
just
your
gonna.
What's the name?
Disconnected.
That's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
No. That was a hard rap day. Hold on.
Oh, I know. I do this shit.
Oh, okay. Hey, watch out. We disconnected.
You might be
We come.
I'm a nigga like me, step.
Big stepper.
No. But nah. That's really dope, bro. Really dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Vondon.
Oh man.
What to pick?
He said. So I
Go ahead.
graduated with that.
Yeah.
Speak your shit, nigga. Speak your shit.
Probably just for both of us, but probably just having like a real professional studio in my own crib. For sure.
That's huge.
It's big. Yeah, for real. I always wanted that. For real. So that's big.
And I'm gonna let you still answer your question, but for the both of y'all, when you see something being like, when you see something from the bottom, right? Especially when it comes to music, just like, you know, when you see, you know, music is not just something you could just get into, you know, beat making. It's all no. When you see something like a song that you guys have, especially, you know, the one with Schoolie, when you see that get to that point, like you see the end point of it, how does it feel? Like, what's that feeling when it's done? What is that feeling when you say to yourself, like, damn, like it make you, yeah, huh? What'd you say? Yeah, especially this song, you know, just that all together,
and
like,
not even just music, like just seeing something that you knew you wanted to do, and you see it built up like a studio, like you said, like
exactly, you know, that crying feeling, like, you know, that damn, I just did this shit, like that's crazy. What do y'all feel?
Well, for me, and I'm not sure if everybody else feels like this, but for me, it's one of the greatest short-lived feelings ever. We get the Schoolie record, and it's funny because we're in the studio, and I'm texting Party with me. Char was my manager at the time. Shout out to her. And I'm texting her. Like, I'm literally Actually, it's a bunch of us. This is a group chat of us. So I think Kayla was in it. All the Suds, Slants, it's a bunch of us. I'm in the group chat and I'm holding down the audio button, hiding my phone as the song playing. And it's like the most surreal feeling ever. Like, nigga, I've been listening to Schoolie since I was a kid, since Rich Kids, and we got a song that and that was the thing about the record. Like, I'm not sure if people know or care, but that was all Skate idea. Like, I met him. We had met before when I was engineering, but he didn't remember me, which is funny. But we met at the studio by Jay Rich, Offset engineer. He invited us, and we came. And he needed us for something, but when we got there, he didn't need us for that no more because somebody else had came. And he was just like, oh, my bad. They got somebody else. I didn't know they invited them, da-da-da. But, like, you done drove all the way out to the studio. Come fuck with us. So we go in the studio. And I believe K Supreme was there. Schoolie was there. It was a few, you feel me? Nick Marley was there. Who session it was. He books the studio and everybody kind of shows up. He shows a lot of love. But we was in there and Jay Rich was like, hey, Von, play something off your album. So I played Slow Down, which is me and Chandler from 1017 record. Schoolie was dead in the middle of a conversation. The song played like 10 seconds into it. The nigga said, fuck his conversation. He said, hold on, bro, hold on. Who is this? Like, that's me. He said, nigga, I don't know who you is, but this shit hard.
Wow.
Play it back. Played it back. He loved it. He gave me a couple critiques on the song, too. Like, I would have, you feel me, did an ad-lib like this or whatever the case is. And we went in the studio, and they was just, like, pull up some beats. So Party pulled up a beat, and was it the first or the second? It was, like, the second beat was the Grabber Leaf beat, and Schoolie did the record first. And he left an open verse, and he slid the mic over to me and said, that's for you, little bro. This your record.
That's nuts.
Wow.
Day I met him. Well, I mean, not the day I met him, but we interact. He said that. He said, this for you. Like, do your thing. I didn't even know what that really meant, but it was just like, wait, this nigga just asked me to get on a song with him. Like, so we did the song, and then we probably seen him like 2-3 days in a row after that. We kept going back up to the studio. They kept inviting us back. And then I ended up asking him. Like, I didn't want to put the record out. No, not because of Schoolie, but the way the song was structured at first was my verse was last, and I was barely on the song, and I thought it was I thought I was reaching a little bit to promote a song featuring Schoolie, but it's really
exactly.
I ain't want to feel like, damn, nigga, you reaching like this Schoolie song, you know? So we ended up restructuring.
Nigga, you just a feature.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I was uncomfortable with that, but the whole team, like Party, Char, everybody was like really big on putting it out. Like, no, you gotta put it out. So I was like, you know what? Let me just ask the nigga first. So I went and asked him, and he was like, "But that's yours. Like I told you, that's yours. Like do whatever you want with it."
Wow.
And then we put it out. And it was crazy because when we put it out, it did good. But when we shot the video, it was like it went crazy. And I was Skate noticed. He scared me so much this day. For like a week before the video shoot, I talked to him. Hey, is you available for a shoot on this day? He said, yeah, bro, I got you. 3 days before the shoot, he did not talk to me for 3 days.
Ain't that, that's like the worst feeling.
Nigga,
when you listen,
shit.
you be
Oh
like,
my
bro, I know this
gosh.
nigga. I swear I do. I swear I do.
Bro.
Like,
I'm
bro.
like, this nigga caught, and if you know Skate, like, Skate will take me anywhere. I've been on stage with Skate. If you follow me on Instagram, at his performances, his shows, his walkthroughs, he take me to the club with him. Like, Skate shows me ever since the one day. Like, that one day changed everything. And I've been to at least 5-10 shows with him since then, on stage with him. Like, he showed. We got, like, 3-4 more other records. Like, me and Schoolie have a bunch of stuff. So, it was just, like, crazy how that turned into that.
And you see that shit I was talking about, bro. That connection, bro. Well, it can change like your opportunities. That's just like
It's like one moment.
It's what I'm saying. That's
It's like one moment.
shit. That's a good thing, bro. That's
And
a great
also the
feeling,
fact
bro.
though, because people want opportunities, but they don't be ready. Like if you didn't have those beats ready, it would have been like,
We would have been burnt.
I don't have nothing.
Or if they
That's
was
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
trash.
that too.
Like,
they-
give that Charlemagne. Nah, that's not it. That's
Yeah.
that's
That's why
not
my
it,
team
bro.
is so important. Like I take my team everywhere I can. Like at least somebody. You know, obviously it depends on everybody's schedule because they got their own shit they do so go crazy. But like this kind of going to my next album. It's called By Dawn, but even the sleeves of the merchandise have the First Row Company logo on them. The project is probably gonna have no features. Every beat is produced by somebody on First Row. That's extremely important to me because I wouldn't be this artist in this position I am today without them. If that beat, if Grab Belief beat wasn't super fire like it is, Skate may not have gave me a feature that night. I might have just been, you feel me? I don't know why he did it, but it might have been we might have played 10 beats, and if they wasn't in it, we left.
Right.
You know, it's my team is a huge part in my accomplishments. Regardless, even if I gotta do the final work, like the chant feature, Char said that when she was managing me at the time. That those phone calls, those emails that got them. Not only did we get the feature, Chant came to the house on video, on camera, and Chanting is in my studio in my basement, chilling, taking it. So I still have to put in the work, but my team creates these opportunities for me. You know, I have to be clutch and I have to deliver, but you know, if they can't get me to the shot clock and we down 3 to make that last point, then it don't matter.
If you don't got LeBron. But no. Honestly, like literally, like that is a blessing in itself, and
For
it's
sure.
just. I think. I mean, I'm probably gonna talk to you after because
Absolutely.
I definitely wanna. I'm just trying to see that mindset of like bringing. You know, I've been trying to find people, like-minded people, kind of,
sure.
because it's kind of hard to find like-minded people when it
slim.
comes to. First of all, Covington niggas been different. Like, I might go lie to you. It's something about that Covington vibe.
Man,
I realized it's like, it's hard to get Covington niggas to like.
I try not to be like that too, because it's like, regardless of anything, I'm at a point in my life, especially at an age in my life where it's like, as a kid being in Covington, everyone hated it. I don't know nobody that was proud.
Nobody was like, I'm from Covington.
You feel me? Like,
her ex was nigga was repping Covington like it's his life.
He been waiting to throw that shot.
This nigga would be like, he'd be like, yeah, my friend Cole, yeah, he about that street life, man.
That what? Anyway,
Like
I don't even know who bro is. I ain't disrespecting nobody.
Yeah.
But it's different for me because I come from a place where everybody proudly represents where people die behind it where they from, where I'm from. People, it's different. So, but now that I'm older, I'm 23. Y'all are about my age.
Right.
We all adults now.
Right.
I feel like that shit just kid shit now. I'm an adult. I want to give back any which way I can. Like, I'm going to open a fully professional public studio, a first row studio in Conyers. That's going to be a official building. Can book it same way you could book Patchwork on the website. Like, I'm going to do that for the city. They deserve it. And I want to open an arcade for the kids in Conyers. Like, I'm just at a point where I don't got to. I'm not repping Covington. Like, that's not even where I'm from. But I spent a huge part of my life there.
Exactly.
And I hating it just ain't cool no more.
Yeah,
Like,
it's definitely still fuck Covington, but at the end of the day, it's like kind of coming from a mindset where it's like, yeah, you know, I would love to just open up a what you call a gymnasium or something like that over there. Like,
it's great.
Cause
People in Covington
that's
too.
what I say.
I know people
They just don't have that opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Covington's not an opportunity place that you can just find opportunities just
Artists.
lingering.
Yeah,
Like
on me.
shit, besides the cows and you know and shit like that. Like you know, but it's hard to find like opportunities in Covington. Like literally, if you move to Covington, you know how hard it is to get to Atlanta. Think about that, bro. It's hella hard to drive to Atlanta consistently in Atlanta, bro. Cause it's like what you call it, 75. You get on 20. Most likely there might be traffic. You get on 75, you already know there's gonna be traffic.
30 minutes.
So it's
Yeah,
like it's
minimum.
It's hard for those people, but I want to get to a position where I can create situations for those people.
Right.
Because there are a lot of talented people that I know in Covington, Conyers, East Atlanta area, so to say. That they're just talented and they don't have it figured out. But we've figured out a lot of those things over the last years. Me and my team have gone crazy figuring those things out. So long term, you know, I do want to bring. That's why even coming here, like I ask y'all like, hey, what y'all need? What's on your upgrade list? Like, how can I add some sort of value? Like, I want everybody to be great, and if I could play a role in that, I'm appreciative to play it. You know, like it's people who play. My mentor, that studio wouldn't exist without him. Would it be a room? And with them speakers and all that, yeah, all of that would be in there. But would it be a fully acoustic treated, soundproof? Niggas, I got professional engineers come in my studio like, nigga, this sound better than XYZ. But it's like, that's a year of construction and blueprints. I didn't create them blueprints. I picked up the drill. And he said, this is how you screw. And I fucked it up. And then, you feel me, eventually got it right. But, you know, I had somebody guide me to success. And I have people who still guide me to success. So if I could help guide anybody to the next level, you know, even if I know nothing about it, hey, I got a friend, I know, you know, like I'm at a point in life where kind of being that mean person or that aggressive or that fuck everybody person, like that shit ain't cute no more.
Right.
Like we grown ass men, man. We black men at that. I don't need to get at nobody, even niggas that I've beefed with in high school. Like y'all know me in real life. You feel me? So y'all know what I've been through. I'm friends with some of them niggas, or at least cool associates with them, bro. We don't gotta beef no more. I've seen them and dapped them up and talked to them at private convos. Like, we're adults now, man. It's a lot of shit that just don't hold value no more. I don't need to beef with nobody. Tyrone been friends with niggas he know I ain't never ever got along with. But I'm not gonna hate Tyrone for that. Tyrone, first of all, Tyrone was my boy before all of that happened. But
Tyrone friends with everyone. First,
man, Tyrone really my boy. Like
Tyrone friends with everybody.
Tyrone really my boy. Like I don't care about that. I ain't never. Now if we distance each other from ourselves for a little bit because it's a lot going on, I respect that and I understand that because we don't want to get caught in. You feel me? But now that all that shit, I don't hate none of them niggas. No. I gotta play. It's cool. You feel, I don't dislike. I don't hate. I don't want to beef. I don't want to go to war with. We ain't gotta be friends.
Just be cordial.
But we could be cordial. You know, we're adults now. You feel me? I feel like a lot of niggas don't catch on to what we've caught on to until 30, 40 years old. No, catch that at 23 and watch how many less people die. Watch how many less lives get ruined and go to jail. Man. It don't gotta be that. Me and Tyrone can sit right here on this podcast and I can look at him like, nigga, you my dog. Yeah. I see him outside like, damn, that's really Tyrone. we don't gotta hate each other. We so much bigger than that. There's so much money to be made. There's so many dreams to accomplish. Yeah. So I just think that's a beautiful thing. That maturity level kick in early, way more get accomplished.
All right. Whew, man.
I love that it's like, I can tell that it's not just something you're saying, you know, like, cause even on camera, off camera, you were saying the same stuff since you came in here. So no, like, I think that's really good to see you grow from, you know, where we might have known you as to where you are now.
Exactly.
Thank you so
accomplishment in itself.
For sure. Thank you.
Honestly.
Wait, was Party done saying his accomplishments? I know you had a couple more to run back on there, but you might have been done.
I think I might have been done.
Okay.
Marco.
My biggest one.
That's what I say, yeah.
You know, I have a lot that I would consider great and that other people would consider great.
That was a slick brag. He said, y'all know I got a lot.
No,
a lot.
Like, I mean, I accomplished a lot of goals that weren't my goals early. So that's why like a lot of them don't hold weight. Like becoming, and Party, no, he done seen this and didn't experience it, but seen it after. Like I was one of the coldest engineers in Atlanta, period. It wasn't no studio I couldn't go to. It wasn't one artist I didn't work with. It wasn't. I had credits. I have 2 records from Tokyo Vanity on P Valley to this day that still get played. You know, listen to, what is it, 2 seasons, 3 seasons? That song is played on every single one. You can look it up on Google. My name is on that record. Jeez. That's an accomplishment. When I wanted to quit engineering, nobody understood. Bro, you're already set to win plaques in the next year or 2. Why do you want it? Because it's not my dream. So I had a lot of great accomplishments, but my biggest one is right now. I think
being Vondon.
Exactly. Figuring out like how to be, you know, like I told somebody the other day, I said my 16-year-old self would be proud of me. I grew up and became what I envisioned myself as, like from how I dress to the maturity and how I speak to, you know, the level of success as an artist, which isn't, you know, I ain't Drake, but, you know, like it took a lot to get here and there's a lot of people that aren't here. So my biggest accomplishment is just figuring out who I am as an artist. And this album by Don, you know, that's why it's called that. Like, this is by me. This feels like by me, and this is something I'm most proud of in these records. Like when you get a record like Grab a Leaf, it's like, wait, I'm really a rapper. Like, I've been rapping. Right. You could be a nigga who rapper, be a rap nigga. It's a difference. So when I got to that point where it's like, wait, these are really songs. Like, we really got 50K views on Spotify and 100K here and 20K. We really put these numbers on them, but wait, I'm really a rapper. I really go in certain places and they're playing it. You know, so that's my biggest accomplishment. Just finding, I think it's similar to the Tyrone, finding me. I feel like as Vondon, as an artist, I finally found like me, what I want to represent, a good balance of everything, and a team to effectively accomplish these things with. And it's a great feeling to go anywhere and speak about yourself and genuinely know like this is the real me. Like I'm comfortable in my skin right now. I found this out, and if somebody don't like it, then you know, like that's your opinion. But I can live in this. Like, I'm happy with this. I'm proud of this.
But I think
that's mine.
I think at the end of the day, it's great that you do have those skills. You know, I think at the end of the day, I think that's what, in my opinion, makes someone a complete artist. To know how to do everything, bro. It's you know, niggas just, some niggas just be, really big and popping, but
Can't do it, and it's their downfall.
That's what I'm saying. They can't do. All they could do is just probably sing a tune.
And
or-
it sucked for them. And
it's
I got friends that's talented. We got associates, niggas talented out the ass. They don't know the least bit about engineering.
Come on.
So if they want to record an album, they gotta go book a studio, go find an engineer, go
Whew.
find a producer. I record myself. Every artist and every producer on my team know how to work Pro Tools, whether they're to a level where I consider them engineers or not is
Right.
whatever. But
Right.
they all can pull up a Pro Tools session and record somebody, and then I'll come back and mix it, or whoever needs to mix it. They all can work FL better than me and make beats. Like, they've all gotten to that amazing, talented place, and it helps me.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to wait on nobody for no album. We dropped the album in March, May, whenever we had my album release party. We ain't dropped another one since because we didn't want to.
Mm-hmm. That's your choice.
That was my choice.
Right.
And I probably won't make that choice necessarily again anytime soon.
Yeah.
But, we made that choice, and we could do that. There's people who album ain't done because they ain't got no studio to book. And I used to be that person. That's what made me go to school for engineering, was like, I know what it's like to be like, yo, I got this fire song in my head. But damn, we can't afford the studio, or we can't afford the engineer. We don't even know where the fuck a good studio at.
I was gonna ask you about the studio cost.
So
If you
sure.
had to put it all together,
Ask him, do he want to answer that?
I'll answer it.
No,
No,
I'm
I'll
saying if
answer
you had to put it all together.
How much do we say?
Well, and just like if you know an average of how much people spend on average. Just
On
like-
professional studios?
Yeah.
To build?
No, just to go.
To
go.
book?
Oh,
get-
to go.
book,
I was
book.
about to give you whole different
No,
numbers
no,
on
no,
building
no,
right
no,
now.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no, 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 no,
So I'll
to
give you
go.
both for studio time recording. For an okay studio, probably in the hood somewhere, a little work shift spot,
Mhm.
you're looking at like $50, $75 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
For something really nice and really professional, you're looking at $75 to $300 an hour. And then if you want a studio with a name, like, I record at Patchwork. Oh yeah, you talking about $200 to $400 an hour, off rip. And I mean, it has its pluses. Like, you don't pay $200 an hour and just get an engineer. You're gonna get a studio assistant. You're gonna get an intern to go get you snacks. Like, it's an experience.
It is definitely one of those things you're not working harder, kind of like.
Yeah, you feel me? You're paying the price for a reason. You're
yeah.
talking into to a Sony C800 is a $10,000 microphone. A U87 is $3,500. I own a U87. That's one of my biggest goals too. That's my dream. Like, I've been dreaming that mic since I learned what it was. And we finally got one this year. So shout out to that. But $10,000 for a mic, average studio can't get that.
No.
You go to Patchwork, they have 3 of them.
Mm.
You can pick, you can wrap in it. You feel me? So it's an experience. But those are like those prices. So for upcoming artists, where would a nigga in high school get $200 an hour for studio time? Where would a nigga get $50 an hour? He make minimum wage in Atlanta, $7.25. There is no pocket. So that's kind of a gauge.
Niggas like, I was working at McDonald's, bro. I can't even work.
Oh,
You can't
10
even-
shifts.
you
and
can't
not
even-
still make $200
Yeah,
at that
like-
time, man. Like,
And then you can't even work. I think the blessing with us having the studio is we could work whenever, however long we want. It's times we're in there at 2 in the morning. It's times we're in there at 2 in the afternoon. We can move whenever we want. But I know extremely talented artists that struggle because they feeling inspired and creative and they don't got the money to go. Then when they get the money, you get there and you're not feeling creative. And now you just wasted your time. Or you made one song and your album's supposed to be 12. You know, a 12-song album, you making 30 to 50 songs. A lot of them going to be throwaways. I've experienced it my goddamn self. Like, I ain't perfect. These hits don't come from nowhere.
so I definitely respect people who just build that studio at home. Like, it's even like starting from. Sometimes you just gotta start from somewhere. It may and you never know where it can take you. Like where it's just like you may have to have a kind of that rinky dink.
We had it.
Yeah, so I'm saying you may have to
When
have.
Party
that
got signed, we had it. We had a I was at my mama's house. We didn't even have our own house. I was in my mama's house. It was a split level house and had a basement with 2 rooms. And one room was my room. The other one was DeJuan's room. 'Cause he lived with me for like 6 months around 2019. 2018, 2019, before we got the house in 2019, 2020 type time when we got the house. And we literally had a Guitar Center desk that was like $20, looked like I got a picnic table. And my iMac, 2 speakers on the desk. And it was supposed to be a bathroom, but it was nothing in it. It was like concrete. So we went and got wood and moving blankets and created a little bullshit booth. And we was recording in there. And that was for like a year or two. When Party got signed, we had it. Well, Party, he low-key got spoiled because he was in it for like a month, maybe 2, and then we moved into the house.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I've been a part of that struggle for years.
Nigga put in his time.
He tail in for sure. But
Yeah.
even the struggle of not having a studio, like our studio took like a year just to get up and running. And that was because, like, so to the B part of it, if you want to build a professional, acoustically treated studio, we can't talk no less than 20 bands for it to get built, no less than 30,000. It's theoretically not possible. Like, and I'm talking about like going there and close the door and you're not disturbing people upstairs. Like our studio, you can blast the music, you don't hear nothing in the house. You would think you was home alone. That's thousands and thousands of dollars in soundproofing equipment and materials and insulation in between the walls. So if you want to create a real studio, all the way up to the glass is like $1,000 for a sheet of glass.
Yeah.
For a tempered sheet of glass for the booth, and ours is 2. Most studios is 2 to soundproof it. So you spend $2,000 on just glass. You can't work with under 20,000. Ours, after everything for the studio, and the lounge, cause ours got a lounge too, so I gotta count it in. We probably like 50,000. Yeah, and this is the B room. We probably like 50,000. But that's over. You know, we didn't cash out 50,000.
Obviously, yeah.
That's like
like here you go.
Yeah, no. It's a lot of work going into that. Like, all right, here go 5,000. We can go build this much. My mentor, hey, call me in 2 weeks when you got some more money. Yeah, 50 in a year for sure, and then, cute stuff like lights.
It's the fact that you can have someone that you can do that with, because a
Facts.
lot of niggas will be like, hey, up front, I ain't doing this shit at all.
Yeah,
and you
my
know,
mentor he was a blessing.
Hey, shout out to him, bro. What's his name?
His name is O. He's actually my manager now.
Okay. When you said I was thinking.
Shout out.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking Omarion for a second. This for a second. Listen. Because I heard I just and then,
in the morning.
like I just thought about it, but no. Like shout
I was one of the coldest nigga. Like I was like a father figure to me. Like that's one of the coldest niggas I ever met. And like even somebody in the industry, like he used to manage Teddy Riley. He was with Gene Griffin when they had they run. This like right before Suge, and then when Suge came, Suge was up under Gene, which was my mentor's mentor. And they were supposed to have Death Row East before Suge went to jail. So like my mentor by chance so happened to be somebody like he has plaques. Like he's really a nigga in this music industry. And when I met him, he was retired. Like he wasn't, working with labels and none of that no more. But he was building studios. So I ran into him at Candy Studio from Escape. I was there for a session and he came in and I looked at the engineer like, who the fuck is this in my session? And then he was like, he redesigned the studio. He get measurements. So we had just bought our house like a couple weeks before. So I went up to him, hey, I'm Von Sedgwick, I'm trying to build this studio. He thought I was bullshit, of course, just a 19-year-old. A 19-year-old come up to you talking about building a studio and it costs $50K. You're like, nah, he ain't got
no money.
Yeah, but I I did have a little something, and I got his number and invited him to the house, and he seen the place, and he helped me get to it, and he just ended up becoming like a father figure to me. And I didn't even know nothing about his like excellence in the music industry. I didn't know he had plaques, Grammys, none of that shit.
That shit is beautiful, bro. Sometimes life just works.
I'm telling
that shit is crazy,
like,
bro.
You talk about just being someone. Yeah, how you doing, man? You great. Yeah, I got $1 billion. Just want to let you know that. But
he's and I smart as hell on extreme amounts of real estate. Like this nigga don't gotta wake up. He don't have to leave his house and he's 6 figures. Jeez. Like this is a nigga who taught me
making money work for you, bro.
So much. And I'm excited for the new chapter for this album with him managing me. I think it'll be dope for a new experience of somebody who, and it's no disrespect to anybody else that I've worked with before. I want to make that very, very clear. I don't, like, especially people who know me, like, nah, fuck with Char.
Right.
Like, me and Char didn't work out for personal reasons, and it's okay, but I don't hate that girl. I don't got nothing against her. We don't see eye to eye on the topic, and that's it. But she good, you feel me? I'm not going to speak bad on her name or nothing like that, but I think with this, that was an experience of like neither one of us have managed before. I've never had a manager before. Everything First Row has, we created on our own, and it was a dope experience. But I think now to have somebody come into the picture that is adding stuff far greater than what I can even see, for a nigga with enough power to call Atlantic Records, hey, I got this artist, will be there this weekend for a meeting. That's special to me, and I think it's gonna be great to have that behind this new album, behind everything we'll build. Like this year, 2022 is like I'm saying it, but like I really mean like it's gonna be life changing. Like nigga, we got billboards going up for this album.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see a
I'm
billboard.
glad
in the
we
first
caught
single
you
in
before.
January. Y'all,
We
I
caught
was
you.
coming. Period.
I was like,
Before the price went up.
Man, I was coming.
You.
Period.
Hey man, what they
Yeah,
say?
shout
What they
out to
say?
O.
What they say? Today's
Yesterday's.
price or yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's the
This
whole
man said, hey,
move
y'all
for
good, though.
2022.
Thank you
That's
for
so funny.
correcting me
Y'all
because I
good,
messed
though.
it.
So we'll never
I'm
know.
listen.
Never.
Listen.
I tried to catch
I
you
tried.
before.
Listen.
he
I was
just
trying
throwing
to get
salt
it.
in the wind.
I said today, and then she said yeah. I was like, God damn it! I knew I was wrong. But no, honestly, thank y'all for coming. Listen,
Absolutely, we
listen,
appreciate
man.
y'all.
It was really a blessing, for just to hear first of all, I'm really glad y'all, kind of put me in the tune of new music that I didn't know about. Definitely happy about that. Definitely, dabble in that. And I think just the fact that, you guys took your time out to come out here,
No, we
much
thank
appreciated.
y'all. It's overdue.
This is just small. We not nowhere compared to
Man,
a lot
y'all
of
are
people.
gonna be great.
Hey, I'm praying for it, but just the fact that you came out, you fuck with us, that's just a blessing.
Yeah.
You party, I don't even know you, but seem like you just being here, bro. You really, cool people,
Yeah.
all that, and y'all really just came through, and we really appreciate that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much.
I mean, am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I just
You know you speak for the show
Hey,
every week.
I know. Hey, I
So
try. Yeah, but basically, hey,
Shout
it's
out
been
to
real.
Anything you need to say or shout
Yeah,
out before we
shout out
close?
your socials.
I was gonna say L, but
Oh, yeah, go
what's
ahead,
it
Mark.
yeah.
Is the camera rolling still?
No,
No,
it's
no,
not.
definitely
the
not.
It's not. But
I'm
just stay to the.
sorry.
No, we gonna put it up. We gonna
We'll
put it up.
tag if you
We gonna
think.
tag. We
Yeah,
gonna
for
tag.
sure.
Yeah.
And just follow me on Instagram, Party with Ricky, PARTYRICKYY.
Okay. There we go.
We'll throw it in the
Party.
bios.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all social media at Official Vondon. Dark Luxury out now. Grab a Leaf out now. Still going crazy. Like I'm shocked. Grab a Leaf still going. People still. I'm looking at the numbers and they still going up. I'm shocked. But shout out to Grab a Leaf. And just keep tapping in. January is gonna be the start of this Vondon album rollout, and it's gonna be the greatest thing I've ever done music wise as an artist. So
Hey.
tap in, put them notifications on, and just be on the lookout. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Shout out to Comcast. You hired me, and
Like me, I was at the game.
Nah,
Hey, for this next segment, yeah, Comcast is
But
free.
but yeah, Tyrone, could you take us out, please?
This has been another episode of the Open Book Podcast, man. We thank y'all for coming. Join us next week to turn another page.
Oh,
The
that's
camera not
hard.
rolling. Yeah, I came up with that shit.
That's
man.
hard.
Niggas be hating. I really.
Open Book, the greatest podcast
Nah,
in
we
the
gonna
world.
keep
We
this
out.
shit rolling. Keep it rolling.